Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Life and Stories Network. It's about life and stories. And my name is Zabulanta John Pelwani, better known as JP.
And my name is Pastor AD, the beloved one. Wise man Kasabilo, Paya Tanko, thank you.
And my name is Waravile CD,
aka
Wara. Wonderful guys. We are back at it again. It's Life and Stories Network on social platforms all over. Make sure you engage because it's about engagement, it's about stories, it's about life. So why not? We are living, and then every time we talk about the stories, and you know, for the owners of the stories, it's so original, guys. It's so professional in the sense that we don't fake stories.
No, we don't.
Yeah, I don't. You know, sometimes when you fake stories, somehow it will get caught up with you.
Yeah.
So somehow when we talk about these things, we make sure that we bring people to say their stories. It's nice. And then every time when we shoot our episode, we are thankful. We appreciate everyone who comes here.
Yeah.
We also appreciate Mutim for bringing us to this far, because we keep on keeping on, not because it's our power, it's our our strength and everything, but through God. We are speaking of God today. It's Sunday, so
Yeah.
No. I wanted you to say hallelujah from this.
What you call, like in most of the thing that we do, we always thank God for everything that He does. Like last time we were saying, you find that you are complaining about a lot of things. Some people they're just wishing that they can live a normal life as you are.
Yeah.
They have money. You are complaining about money, but they are not healthy. The most important thing is that you must be healthy. Having to live healthy life. That's the most gift that you can ever say someone can give to you. Once you are healthy and you are still breathing, you can always say thank you. Even in the morning when you wake up, you can always say thank you because of, hey guys, if you want to see that this thing it's a big thing, go to hospital. You will see that. You complain about you not having money.
It's a privilege.
You complain about you not having a car, having this and this. Go to hospital. You will see then. But I'm still better. You will see even that day. Lana, I'm still better. That's one thing that I do normally. Sometimes you visit people in hospital, you go up and down and see. You begin to see people's condition, and you notice that sometimes we are on a real fact. This is an insult to God. Look at that person. Not to say you undermine that person or whatsoever, but you can see that I'm breathing, I'm well. Person will tell you, my friend, I have to take medication in the morning, this and this and this. He will tell you a lot of things that when you see, you wouldn't manage.
You can't cope.
Yeah, you wouldn't cope. So I always it's Sunday, but after all, we say thank you.
That's so inspirational, because I know for a fact.
I've just realized in my mind, the number of times that I've walked into a hospital, what's in a hospital, there's a certain smell in and then it feels like I get in a hospital. That smell in trigger some other things, and then I lose concentration. I don't remember seeing people go hospital with.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like every time I get in a hospital, people around, and I just remember just seeing the people back
But no one walking around.
I don't I can I don't I'm wedding.
Is it? No, but it's not normal.
No, man.
It's not normal.
Exactly, that's the thing.
That's not normal. Every time.
Every single time. I remember the last time I go hospital, especially for GST. Because I remember the last time I was with my friend Rilo Chagamama go hospital.
Okay.
And then got stairs or nearly elevator. I don't even remember, but then I remember we were on a high floor. I just remember but then I know her and another for ward, which means the whole ward there were people there, but I don't remember seeing anyone.
So it was just kind of a movie and they're shooting something. No one is there.
In my mind, maybe I've had bad memories go hospital, so it's I don't like going there. Like if I don't have to go to hospital, I like.
But it's not always about the choice of saying, I don't want to be there. You know, you talked of gym, right? Like if we are thankful for today that we are alive, and then life is just a gift. If we appreciate that, and then
that one it's a gift that you like. It's
even
something that a breath only just to live healthy. It's something that you cannot afford.
Even if you don't have money,
you cannot afford. Even if you have money, it's something that you cannot buy. That one.
Yeah.
That one must always be thankful because there are people who are like today who are sick and all that. They are trying all the medical system that they can buy, but there's nothing that it's working for them. It means there's something that money cannot.
Yeah, because I heard what I was talking about medical, and I said, like we were laughing about it. But you look at people and they say you've got your medical, you are paying every month. But when you get sick, I was just watching one of the well-known gospel artists who just passed on lately, and you would see even money is not enough to keep life. It's not, because you would have your best hospitals, best specialists, and best doctors in the land, but yet. When it's your time, it's your time.
Yeah.
So we look at that, and then we look at them as celebrities and everything, right? But these are human beings. That is why I'm just referring to what Pastor is saying. I appreciate life. I just love that word. We appreciate life for that. So now you look at that and you see these people, they pay bills, right? You've got your last cent in the bank. Where suppose maybe that last cent was supposed to be taking care of your kids, your woman, your wife at that state, or maybe everything that you've been taking care of whilst you are alive, right? But you find that you've got let's say 2 million in the bank because you've been doing your gigs and everything. But the problem comes now, you go to hospital, the whole of your savings ends up, taking care of you whilst you are sick. Then when you die, you are left with nothing. I don't know how to call it nothing, but I'm saying just in the bank there's nothing. You cannot even afford to to have a dignified funeral, if there's such a dignified funeral in terms of using expenses and so on. Yeah. So you even struggle to even get to people and say, guys, can we help us, in terms of, burying our loved ones, because you guys, we are part of, he was part or she was part of the public figure and so on. So maybe it's, we talk of public figures and we think they are, I don't know, GPT gods or something, because we never think of it like but sometimes the Rebecca but he said more television, radio, radios banally the contracting, and then they've got obligation hour or it's another show, and then when you get to a show you get paid when you are in that show. How some showing some money but again on television again when you are doing the telenovelas, your stories like the because when I talk of the stories and then you name them, right? Then but what said, when they go there, they get paid for for those episodes. But if there are almost 6 in that particular month, so that means you get paid for that 6. And then again, you start struggling again to get to get to auditions again, because you audition even if you are the best in the game, because there are so many in terms of being best again in the game. But when they get to a time to be hired, even for a movie, you shoot the movie today. That means you wouldn't say, if I shot the movie today, that will last for about 12 years to come. It wouldn't be, because it's the money. If they're paying you about say 700,000 now, you've got to make sure that you get another movie, you get another telenovela where you go and work. But if you don't work, if you are not on set on television, that means you would also struggle. Yeah. But again, I was looking at this whole week. I don't know how you guys have maybe viewed it, because it's where we are in a festive already.
We are already in a festive. It's already.
You call someone and somebody says, no, please, I'll get back to you. I don't have money. But you never said I need money. But it's just that, I get
it's a very tough thing. Like already it's a very tough. I think there's been a tough year for everyone. I think up to so far. It's like also economy wise, like you see that we are drowning, companies are closing, and all those kind of things. So it's been a tough year. It's been tough. People are losing their jobs, so you can't like be calling people around asking for money and all that. People, they don't have money. Eventually, if someone has money, they're just saving for tomorrow because they don't know what tomorrow holds for them, because of they know that tomorrow you might find that the company is closed, we are closing because of liquidation, retrenchment, like there are a lot of things that are happening.
But again, just to get in there, when you talk of saving, the question would be, are we able to even save in the economy now?
My guy, we just
why I'm asking this question? It's because we've got what we call minimum wage, right?
Yeah.
Which is what 3.5. Do you get people who are in debt? Because it's not like everyone is getting 3.5 and above. We get even people who are getting 2.5, who are getting even 3,000 rand, or even 1,500 rand a month to sustain you for the whole of 30 days, 31 days.
But I think most of people that they will agree to such payments is those who are our neighboring brothers, like because are the one that they know even when they get for 1.5, it's still they can still save cash up. I will just stay on this check for 500, and then the rest of 1,000 rand I will hold it. I will send maybe home 500, or I will send 600, then 400. I will just buy simple things. I will live just it's not a basic life. I don't know how can I describe it. But as for us South Africans, remember, we are home first. You are home already, and then you have peers that are going out already. So for you, that's why 1.5 or 2,000 or 3,000.
It's just not enough
for you. It's not gonna be enough.
Yeah, but
that last time we were having a conversation, when Councillor Luana was here and talking about Spaza shops and all those kind of a thing. The thing that, as for us South Africans, the thing that hits us the most is that we like to party a lot. That's the thing that kills us most. If you see this Pakistani and you see this Ethiopians, most of the time Saturday you see them, they close around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Some they're sleeping on the shop. I don't know if you have went to a club or to a pub wherever you saw Ethiopians or I don't know, Ethiopians, like
foreign nationals,
like our brothers. Have you ever seen them in a pub, like having like partying?
No, it's us. It's us.
And then
a lot of us.
And then by then you have not made anything during the day. He has already made some 1,000 rand, 1.5 at the tax shop. He can't take the same money and go and party with it. He's there home.
But whether you can take the whole of 1.5 and it's little money for you.
That's why the money, most of the money is leaving our country. Because of, I don't know if we are ignorant or what. Imagine someone who's there from morning until 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, Monday to Sunday. He doesn't have time to go and do a party and all that, because what? He knows why he's here. When first of all, you don't have even a job to start with. How not say it? But you are able to bath and or no, let me go out. We know it's like us naturally. That's the first thing. Our income, but you are going out. The little you are going to spend it. Someone is making triple what you have spending and that you have hustled, and then he's still staying. I'm not saying it's wrong to go out. Yes, it's right. You can go out, but you have to plan. How do you go out?
Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, you understand.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys think, but I think for us South Africans, they will wake up late.
No, but it's I don't know. It has been like happening for a very long time. We've been watching it. And as time goes on, you see that like now we are having more pubs, more taverns, and I don't know.
And they are owned by our brothers.
Exactly. Yeah. Now it's like if you want to have a business, That's the type of business you need to have. It's a need for now.
Yeah.
You go to your village, your remote villages, you come to your locations, it's even the same thing. People talk about, the nicest pubs, the vibes, where the good vibes are, right? You go to that good vibe and then the name is also popping out. You get your celebrity to go there, and then people, our people, they get amused at the same time, get happy when they hear what Captain Small is coming there, Black Coffee is there. I'm just making an example of those. You've got a lot of them who are doing amapiano, afros and everything. So when they get people to be coming there, there are people who, I don't know if I would be using the right way to say party animals. We do have such. But my take on that again, like you said, we do have got choices in life, right? But I get worried because they are very young people. And when I say young, we get worried because we are supposed to be saying young people now, when we compare them to white people and the other generations, or maybe color, let's say, it's not about color, but you sometimes look at them and say, why is it like we'll be waking up late tomorrow? Because if you look at this ones and this ones are not the same. But today, education is very free. I'm not saying we are not paying anything, but it's not the same as 15, 20 years back. It's different now. You find white people, mingling with black people in school, getting higher marks, and then we love that. But are you saying we'll get that in the future now? Because look at what's happening now. Are we going to get the same thing? Because you even struggle to get your Omalusi just to get that certificate for people, the dropouts and everything. But you find out this establishment, I don't know, it's about business. Maybe you might even want to have one Mawara in the future, but you look at
I'm very concerned with South Africans, especially youth. I'm very concerned. It's guys, it's a lot. Yeah, it's good names. Like what you call this thing of it's like I guess about my pay informal settlement.
Informal settlement, yes.
Informal settlement. You find that you are a South African and you see there's an informal settlement somewhere there. I don't know if it's because of you are spoiled or because of what. You see that there's an informal settlement there. People are just coming with their zozo, planting their zozo, and then people, life is going on. And then later on, people they start to build like I don't know if I should call them flats or amaline. Like
yes. But yeah, the rooms and everything.
The rooms, amalines. The
line, amaline.
And then the way ratang life is flashy thing, you find that why because you want freedom. You go, your neighboring brother, your passport. We come file you are a South African.
Oh, here.
Oh, here a neighboring brother, your passport. Of two here. Yet you had an opportunity, you wanted the freedom. We don't buy
your own stand.
Yes. So it means still we are fighting for the land. But our brothers already fighting about us. They are taking mini zozos, they are putting there. For
and they've got many of them.
Title deed. It's that there's an informal settlement, but as time goes by,
it's formal.
Title deed already. Whether you are coming, you're South African, you don't have a title deed, you don't have nothing, you have to rent more. And you think transfer alphas, we're gonna get anything. Lot from the white, but bubbles we barely lose. Yes, it's fine. But the one of Matonga, Lafita, the one of Matonga, our neighboring brothers, because of they take action, they babami kukufa. Because one of the people go rent, babami kukufa, babadi fad, bahadi this Spaza shop, and then they are risky. So now we don't want to risk. We are just sitting like.
Talking about that, we had a conversation with someone in a text, I think it's 2 weeks back.
Yeah.
Talking of the same thing, but this same thing, it was this way. We talked about people who are having more than one stand.
Yeah.
And the guy was saying, I know a guy who have got 16. I said, no, you must stop there. What are you saying? Are you saying 6 or 16?
1 6,
okay, so like
16 stand.
now my question is this, when like a place changes from an informal settlement into a formal settlement, who authorizes that?
The informal.
In a formal settlement.
I think if it's depending on the sector of that land where it is, or where whatever the settlement is, like let's say for instance, if it's the land will be belonging to municipality, then people, they will come and they just come to, they stay there, and then it comes to a point whereby, okay, municipality says, okay, we are moving it from informal to formal. It means it's municipality will give them the title deed. It means it belongs to municipality. So but they have to formalize it.
Yeah.
Now they have to give them title deed. They have to provide them with services and all that. I don't know if I'm correct on that, but I think that, with my humble opinion, I think, or my little knowledge, I think that's how it has to play.
So now, don't you guys think, like, as wena ole muruti, and then you decide, okay, this is my land, I'm gonna change it from informal, I'm gonna formalize it. Shouldn't you do the due diligence or register every single person who owns a stand there? Or like, okay, this stand belongs to this person, background title B. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So the moment you realize, like, this person, then they are illegal here, then you should strip them of their stand.
Remember, you can't say they are illegal because they are documented foreigners.
Okay, in that case, then that's fine. So, but then the moment you realize, okay, then you should definitely make him choose like because like you can't be having.
But guys, don't you know what I've been talking about? Because it's there.
Yeah,
when you go to your locations, and I don't know, maybe at home where we took off villages, maybe they might have that because they've got a bigger land and everything. But when you go to your locations, your what do you call them, suburbs, right? You do have people who buy, those who buy houses, right?
Yeah, that one is understandable.
It's understandable, right?
Bought.
Yes, you bought. But this one,
but now when you're busy occupying land,
exactly. For somebody else.
So somebody didn't get a stand because when you
took 4 or 10 of them.
Yeah, no, that one is not right.
Yeah, it's not right.
Very wrong thing. But now we are talking of something that, like, that one is wrong. Yes, we can shift it. But we are talking of something that South African, as young people, like, we know that we hate this thing. We want proper things. But looking at our government, they don't want to do things in a proper way. So the only thing that things are being done, it's like when people, they start to take a place, they settle there. It's an informal settlement. On the later stage, they formalize it. It becomes a, how many people, like how many places developed, or how many people started, like how many places started, so to say. Like it started firstly as informal settlement. Later on, government
they
formalize it. So now, as for young people of South Africa, you find that we don't have patience of staying in informal settlement. You understand?
So, but for the foreign nationals, they come and stay.
But the foreigner, once they come, they stay in that informal, because remember, from home is poverty. So staying in that place for Bone, it's a big achievement, even it's a peace of mind. So for us, we will see that this is it's a low grade, it's a lower standard. So what we do, we relax. But relaxing is costing us. That's a cost on our side. Because of, remember, now you are sitting at home, someone then it becomes what? It becomes a proper thing. Now suddenly you want to buy from him because it's a proper thing. You understand? Unlike if it was possible, our government was supposed to formalize it so that we opt in if you want to be in. You understand?
Yes.
But for us to relax, it's a cost on our side. It's a very big cost because we are losing a lot. Imagine later on the land that is around town here, they formalize it. What's gonna happen, Mama? You will feel like you wanna come closer to town, and someone say, "Give me 120k," and then
you buy the stand.
Bought it around.
Not even buying it.
No, some they bought it from the councillors that are like 2.5. You find that they bought it from councillor 2.5. Now you begin
10 times the amount.
10 times the amount. If our government were moving fast, like at least they open like books registration, we register, then they know they allocate the land, blah blah. Without people moving in and squat in there, make a squatter camp. Later on, they formalize the land, or they don't formalize it. They come, or else people have built it and they break like people's house. It's a lot also. So it plays a big role. I think. But for us as South African youth, I think we're supposed to be like. Maga, we're supposed to be doing a lot. I know there are those who are doing a lot by now, but as for other ones, majority that are down here, I think we're supposed to be doing a lot because
I think
And
also the other thing that demotivates young people from moving into these squatter camps earlier on is because we always have this thing, like, you know, the people that are in charge, the people that the land belong to, eventually they come and then batagadi bulldoze and then they bulldoze mazengalo now and then you'll have people coming back as well into the same. So like, you know, it like maybe for them they get demotivated by that as well. Like, okay, go and then I struggle to get my senkenyana out to get them together. That's like a builder for Bataga crusher.
It's bad, and it had been happening in Rustenburg a lot. And a lot of informal settlement have been like crushed down. And then when you see there are people who are building, like when they get a stand, and then you would see these people are looking for a house. They wanted to get a stand, and they would do anything for themselves. You talked of services, right? Of the where the municipality is supposed to be providing services. You look at your water, your sanitation, and everything, right? In terms of the drainages and your water. Your electricity as well, right? But you look at people now, you've got what we call easy nyokas, right? You find all this informal settlement, there's water, there's electricity. But when you see, but the infrastructure, it's not up to scratch, right? Because everyone is just, if I can get water, whether I get the pipe just in front or anywhere else, where we can even step over it, it's okay. You look at the cables, the electricity cables, it's there, but it's just lying there. And then
that's the danger part of it.
Exactly.
Like, the informal settlement, if it's not planned well, also that's a danger. But because of you find that electricity cables, they're just going anyhow.
And you've got kids.
Water, it's going anyhow, and then you find even the shake like that. It's next door. They are just linked.
When it's fired, it just goes.
It just goes like.
So like,
but
there
are those ones that are proper. That it's informal, but you see that it's a proper one. You find that the standard is correct and all that.
And there are those who are who knows how to also share the stands. They've got their meters and everything. They tape everything and their measurements and everything. So everything's the same.
They are pro. You see that these people are waiting just for authorization only.
So like there's a certain place, and I know you know this place, with electrical wires running, and then there are kids there. So like when it rains, like what happens now?
It's too much.
And that place has been there for a very long time.
For a very long time, and it's not even developed at all.
And I've never heard of somebody got electrocuted there.
No, I don't think.
But the wires you see, and
it's painful. You talked of formalizing informal settlement. I don't know the process, but I would hear a bit, and then myself, I've got a bit knowledge of that in terms of formalizing. But I ask myself, you've got people who are called Wayne of the place. But when you get to see these people, you don't know how did they get lefatshe. But you go there and say, you ask from them. But only to find out when you go to your municipality and then check the land belongs to there are what we call privately owned lefatshe, right? And then lefatshe owned by the municipality, right? And then you find that it's selling all those stands and everything. But when you find out to the municipality, they say, brother, sisters, please. That it's a government, land. So
you guys are living there.
You live there. You must move there. So, and then you talked of fires. When we were offset, we talked about these fires in Rustenburg, and even in the last episode, we talked about that. But before we go to that fire, I was looking at Rustenburg Herald. This is also one of the media houses that we have in Rustenburg.
Yeah.
It's one of the biggest one, the oldest ones.
Yeah,
Right.
It's
Yeah,
on a
so
full board.
there's a story, a very interesting story here.
Yeah.
I want you to hear here. I want to read. This is just strictly from Rustenburg Herald. Just to hear this. Because I'm looking at 1 million and I'm saying, okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm looking at a school again. I'm saying, no, this cannot be a school. But it's here. It says, a Rustenburg man accused of stealing over. So that is also more than the amount. So it says over 1 million from a primary school. So now it says was granted bail after surrendering to police. So that means I understand. Now his case it will continue on the 14th of November. Right. This is a story for Rustenburg. The man was granted 5,000 bail. 5,000 bail. Remember the amount is over 1 million. Right. So, so on Monday, I think what kind of date Monday?
Monday of it.
So what the 28th, right?
28, yeah.
Yeah.
28, yes.
Yes, on 28.
Yeah.
After he voluntarily surrendered to the police following the theft of 1 million from a primary school. Now the name is already here because it's from this media house, Rustenburg Herald, right?
Yeah.
So they are writing the name. It says offense Solomon Moleman, 34-year-old, right? Was an administrative assistant. That means they are calling them AAs. Right? Those positions in basic education, I think. I think 3 years from there. That's when they introduced that post here, the AA. Yes.
No. Now you're thinking of EAs.
Oh, so you can give me the difference there. EAs and
No,
AAs.
those ones they are educator assistants. So those ones they help the teachers, the ones that you were thinking of.
Okay.
And then these ones they've always been the AA, administrative assistant.
Okay.
Or they used to call them clerks.
Clerks, yeah. Okay, so now it says administrative assistant, but get it clerk.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm reading this story. I want you to get the context of the story here. So it's in the Northwest Department of Education at the Rustenburg area office, right? But specifically Sunrise View Primary School.
But that school sounds not actually.
Yeah, they've got money, but I'm looking at over 1 million. What was that money for?
We do like a foot man.
Now look. I want to go down just to get why 1 million. He said he was doing administrative. Now talking of administrative responsibilities, there are a lot. So they also involve Nyoko, Zaka.
Yeah, that's the administration.
Yeah, so now they're saying also secretarial support. So
food, please.
So Mawara and Pastor B, you need to hear this. It says additionally, Mulemana was saying, I want you to listen to this one. Signatory, right? Signatory to the school's bank account. And a financial officer. Yeah, you can get the thing now. Why there's over 1 million. So it goes on to say, on the school government body. So SGB, that's SGB, right? Allowing him to execute transactions. Allowing him to do what? Transactions. So you see, related to the school operations. So our national president, NPO regional chairperson, whoever said the investigation revealed that between January 2019, January and then March 2020, he transferred money from the school's banking account to his own account on numerous occasions. Can you believe this?
He was a supplier.
Or he didn't feel the lockdown.
I feel. Can I supply? Like, I supply school, Sira. If they were doing like, balancing the books, like balancing the accounting. Because of there's no way like
but until when 2020?
They're saying 2020 fell ahead, they're not specifically saying the month, yes.
So similar to 2019.
Yeah, 1920.
In the period of 2019 until 2020, cancer transfer affair.
Yeah, because now but it exceeds. Because the story is very long. I was just being curious about
2019 and 2020 he transferred
over 1 million until now.
See you. That's
So we don't know what will be Kalema after 2020
or what?
Yeah.
or
Continue.
yeah, they can only account like they are sure from 2019 to 2020 it was over 1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can continue there.
It's a very long story because they're talking of girlfriends now here. I'm looking at the girlfriends.
Yeah, I think I've read the story.
Okay.
I actually read the story. I did go through the story where it's like they said, I think, if I remember correctly, I think the only mistake that he did was transferring to the girlfriend's account as well.
Oh, as well.
Because he also transferred into the girlfriend's account.
Hey.
So I think that's what raised the red flag.
Yeah, not relaxed.
Yeah.
So, but nobody was just seeing anything there being wrong. So the money is being transferred, and then you can see in the account.
You know, like sometimes,
Kind of like
But that's for security because you can't sign a loan.
Ke yona sunrise via ke rena gore ha o ya o ilo batlela ngwana space ba batla le payslip ba papa.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know about that.
One, I think my friend Bishop, o batlela ngwana ga space ko thing. I think that's where he went. Umpleletsa mpotsa gore no ba batla eng. So my friend, there we're gonna see, my friend. We're gonna see how much.
Because I know that school they take themselves serious, especially with their fundraising as well.
Kudlwa mali la kwenza mali serious money ba.
They hold themselves to a certain standard. Yeah. So like, you know, like when it comes to, like, you know, sometimes like when it comes to the, what do they call these service providers, you might find that you need something done, go school, but then a service provider like or provide quality things. I'll the right the right quotation that agrees with where you guys are budgeting, ne? And then you might find out the service provider a banking account.
So they use somebody's.
So like, you know, the banking details. So you might find like that's how it happens. Or like that service provider maybe has a banking account and then but transfer on the AE's account.
But I want to understand how dumb can you be? Like dumb, thinking if you transfer money to the other account, but you know you are stealing. Don't you think somewhere it will get caught up? Like literally, fella, let's just be honest, guys.
No, like
transferring money to the other. Can't you say, madam? Even in without people are very fast when they do this.
Here's the thing, man.
Why did you think that's included a second person? It's easy for a tronco, but the other one why it's over 13
yeah, because you can see he feels like Nana because like as an AA, you know, for like the school's books are audited every single year. So he knew he knew how to account for that man. Yeah. So he had a valid reason.
Exactly. I think that's why when they go to like to be audited, that's why maybe they never see them.
So now it seems like unravel account or you might find like the SGB realize or like, no man, isn't that the AA's girlfriend?
Yeah.
But then Haisa provided a service.
Yeah.
And I think more on the story they said like they also noticed like the money is paid, but then Nahosna any service being rendered to the school.
I think it's supposed to maybe I did the service now gets a charity. I think that would
my friend, you're giving people ideas now. No, you shouldn't have taken the money in the first place.
In the first place, it was wrong.
It's wrong already.
My friend, everyone is suffering in this country. I'm not promoting. I'm not promoting crime and all this. I'm saying to you, Koena, level now like the amount of pressure that big companies are like having. Look at it now, like
it's bad.
Imagine big companies. Imagine food. What you call it? Call the drip footwear, and then
Your cross
Yeah, but
trainer.
we can't use that as an excuse in this case.
I'm not using that as an excuse. I'm just saying
Because this person, first of all, only a guaranteed salary every single month.
What do you call it? What number? What do you call that number?
Mawara.
The
What number?
You know,
What number?
You know me, like I like to be like keep it honest. Like Mawara, because this guy is caught. Was come like a matlapa because of they are ones Baba Utwan channel, they have never been caught. The difference between Lebale or he has been caught and not like the modality. They are Baba mind of the periods about if they can be revealed.
Yeah.
Just whenever it is in a wise way also the board. Like I'm saying, when I'm mind of Kesha, CBC Randa Locosin, Aro, it's a Bokana, you understand? Still then calculate the amount of money that he has stolen because still it's stealing because he never rendered anything. Kitlisite service you get like about 2,000 or worry it's 6,000. Horror you have 4,000 already. So Chelete we better get stealing also.
Yeah.
So because this guy has been caught, it doesn't mean for now and then we have to stone him. I'm not saying I'm not promoting anything. I'm just telling you, they are not yet caught.
Yeah, but
so
I'm
just
not
the
saying
hopeful
that
and all.
also-
And it doesn't go. You go beyond the government. They want to buy it and you're going to get some guy. But the service and the service but we want for the idea of could have 12,000 or 100,000.
Whereas Baba Tabuka 3,000. So
Yeah.
These things do happen.
Yeah, but also we must keep in mind like this money, this money we allocate it's like first and foremost is for the kids.
Yeah.
Hape
You're
these are
very wrong,
kids.
you
And then
can't
we know
promote
for
that.
like since a certain standard of like the material that they need. Wow.
Mar, don't you think like Rona Blake's Rasi, man? No fair, like when you are saying that you don't understand that. You know what's going on ranks the type peg. Wait to Joe like government government the joker provide the type peg. Ne? Then go photo and I'm not I don't know about the type peg. We should bring type pegs for Banaba school.
No, can't let the Christian do the same thing. Must tissue.
They do this. No tissue.
Okay,
No, I'm just taking an example.
Yeah, we understand. Could I host subsidy thing?
Yeah. No, but I'm saying.
But let the amount of things they put in the Reiki, like last time my daughter Navarro the type peg, it's like Navarro type peg, it's a two type peg. So my thing, Nene Kibato was how to the type peg, it's a two. Type peg, it's a body, Huatakalan, telling Kitchen of Baido, Banabaido, like how type you are like I hope printer on one contra type a what type
No, it can be, but
then no, I just want to calculate what type a two throughout the year. You know what I
you won't get the answer. You won't get the answer.
Malati is 365 days.
Yeah.
They pack A1, a rim A1, it's 500. No, I print that one every day.
You are being political.
You just want to raise
Mawara, this is political because you don't have to, when you are trying to get the answer, you won't get it. I'm telling you. So you're saying 500, that means you've got 1,000 for your daughter, right? 1,000 for the whole year.
Like I just want to understand because of it's 365 and what 365 and remember like Modi private schools it's lady crèche popola gore ka gona le matsetsi a le gore ba bitse di after care ba le bolela gore ha dikolo di tswetse di tlise bana ba ga ba ilo ba ruta. So those days the holidays tse le gore di a tsena tsa 10 days tsa July tsa another September and December. Remember, we have to more 365 days. We have to minus those days. Minus weekends. How many sheep? Then I'm coming back to you. You go around some stores. You find already printing shops studying. This was the real. That was the main goal. Now I'm coming to you. You're not getting an answer. You find that or the how you go copy shop, where the CV.
What do you
or ground the what primary school, or what secondary school.
So you got your answer.
Government paper, not for research.
Yeah.
Or a government paper, not for research. Leave it in a young go copy shop.
No, but it raises questions now in terms of, I get when also you're paying for your daughter to be there every month. So I'm also surprised why should they maybe I don't know, put it as a requirement for everyone to be there, school to bring tissues, to bring everything. What do they do with the money, like monthly payment? Because it's so much. I know it's because now you're talking of private, right?
Yeah.
So if it's a private school, that means you pay everything they want. If they say, please, Friday, we want them to wear nice colors, but pay for them, you also pay for that. So I'm asking myself, maybe let me just put the question to you. What did you do with monthly payment? Okay, approximately how much would it be? For one kid? For monthly payment, yes.
Monthly payment of like school?
Yeah,
or
for just say creche.
Yeah, my friend, they depend. There are some that they go, like especially in town, CBD, they range nothing less than 1.5, 1.6.
See 1,000, let's say 1,500.
They start from 1.5 upwards actually.
Yeah, so you've got 30 kids, 1.5. So don't you think you can get your type pack there? It's just...
Because also now you have to look at it from... Okay, like I don't know what type of creche, but I do know go primary. Like you should look at like okay, let's say your daughter got a grade 1. So half ita okra yona shitile ya type hack one le kwetse ba go kwaletse gore you must bring type hack, right?
Yeah.
Then half ita, you know, like sometimes they would have like the you know, okra one sheet, and then okra maybe in the day I will get 3 or 2.
Okay.
And then you also have like for the color and thing, they have to print that page out. That's another page gone. That first day, and then sometimes it turns out print out again. That's that. So you can imagine, maybe let's say in a day you will, because like maths, language, and then there's also life skills and whatever where they teach like the life what. So each subject you have to think like their pages they print out for
like
them.
these are nice excuses. I love these excuses. Yeah. I'm saying these are nice excuses.
And then happen, they have to remind the parent, or you must pay school fees. Don't forget.
apart from that, apart from whatever that you are saying, Mawa, we know that what do you call this thing? Last time so like this lady, like Rata, but I think I was in town. So I was like, I get someone who go school. So like they are talking like one understand what maybe there's feels that totally. It was very easy for me because of Nikito Manaka go school the type pack. I know that I will take Tako school it becomes easier for na.
No,
no, that's what I'm saying. He's making an excuse. We know actually
what's happening.
We know actually like or how does it go? No, we know. Like right. So that's the thing. When it comes to that one, my friend,
okay,
don't lie.
Okay, no.
That's why I feel a moment I feel like you wanna go copy shop. I know already we are buying too much type pack. So we are going back to that guy old. Copy shop.
Okay, no, guys. No, like I'm not gonna lie.
My friend.
Okay.
My guy. Listen, my guy. These things, like the type of as parents, there are too many, my guy. Halidi face go school.
Okay.
Some of educators, buffalo about it, but you don't regisa. Go the copy shop. You understand? Buffalo about it, but you don't go the copy shop. You understand? I know that one for sure. I know they do that. You understand? Because mawar umbrella hore fele to dikrako another copy shop difficile bia. Because agar dia kwa lu kra di kwetse like nna motsa dia ke reka kra be ke kwala hore mamma ke kwala lina la ngwana ke kwala hore ke fo. So boy magalla ele ko copy shop.
If it lay magic.
If it lay because ka hopla ke submit go school if it lay. You understand?
Especially when it has a name on it.
Secondly, when as a teacher, ke teacher for kilo mona aya go shopong a ile reka tie pack. A teacher, fam.
This is deep.
A teacher, let's go to a
It's
teacher.
not like Makoeto, this is a teacher.
Ba di reka di tie pack na.
I would imagine they do.
Eh?
I would imagine they do.
I love what answer. Your sugar cookie, it's nice.
Rewala with that guy. I get that guy no generation. He understand the original Zach. So it's fine. It's fine. Una le mela ta you find guilt. But we are going to other ones. Why no they are able to batse di type go school. Go they exchange you youth. Mawara ruta ko. I'll give an example. Mawara wena ruta ko akitse ke feka school safe. Whatever school, then our elephant view school, and then all ruta ko lion school. Because I'm not a teacher. Kitsage fago wena because ruta ko elephant, all ruta ko se ko lion. Wena o tsa tsona tso fa o lo tsa o lo tlo go fa let's exchange fela. Ha o fa ngwana go isa. O le ngwana go tsena ko wena o tsa tso tse dintselo o tlisa ka fo lona ya like a balance sheet. Nna motho contributor ke nna fela outside the department about lona ba le within department ba le re rara gore pudi ja go e bofeletseng teng. That's what you are saying to us. But that's why let's leave it. Let's leave it.
Let's leave it. No, let's leave it.
Let's leave it.
There's a lot of administration. Man, that's a lot of work.
No, I can't remember the other professionals as if we're now regular type pack.
Man,
And then you know what type pack is saying. Get type pack of it like an actual. You know what Khalid or Rabba about getting type pack? What happened to government subsidy?
Well, okay, like in our school and we don't like kids don't bring type pack.
Okay, so they're being supplied by government.
Schools are differently.
I don't know.
Especially when it comes to government, because they are all government schools.
I think Mawara will leave this to you now. It's okay. It's okay. You've talked about the economy because it's too much. And let's be careful because we are reading this from Amida House, Rustenburg Herald. Maybe there are still allegations for now, just to see if anything happens. We'll follow up on this to hear what happens because there's girlfriend and then the guy and everything here. But the names are already here, so we'll look into it, how it goes by, because I'm thinking because in Rustenburg we've got magistrate, so we'll also have more news on that.
Yeah.
So these things do happen in Rustenburg. But again, let's go abroad because you've talked of something that you jumped and then I said, okay, no, we need to go back to it. Talking of economy, and then we are young people at this age, we are like, we are worried. You talked of daughters and everything. I'm saying, oh, you've got your daughter, and then you are like, what will happen to my daughter? What will happen to my kids? You know, you get to get worried if you are having all these major retail outlets that are going down. These big businesses. You see these people going like it's just too much. Today, when you look at the caption, they say 5 big businesses closing down in South Africa, and then you are like 5 big businesses. Then,
okay, sure.
Yeah, then talk about these things now and let's see where it's getting us, because I get worried because you remember you've got your recent unemployment rate.
Yeah,
it's too much.
It's too much, and you find like look at like now another problem like at least it's gone. So now.
You see now.
It means now it's becoming a problem now. It's like
if the products in somebody did a happen, it's only you see now it's similar to all these fake products.
Exactly. At least it was the one that provided like a product. It was the best. If you know or a kill extension, at least you know you are safe. Out or something or on to Hasuta a heat a status explode or any. You understand? Now it's gone in this law.
No, it's bad because I don't know if you remember, we talked about our retail, clothing retails. I can remember we've got food retails and everything. So kiddie shop and all, because the bigger shops. Yeah. And we were talking about this thing of said. I was once a visual merchandise, working in a retail clothing retail, and the biggest ones. Now I'll tell you which one is that. It's Edcon. One of the respected ones in South Africa. They've got branches. They had branches. It's the past tense now. They had all these branches, and then they had all this. I don't know if it's supporting retailers or what, because they've got shops and they buy them also. So they fall under Edcon. So Edcon is a it's a broad company, if you put that way. By then, so they had your Edgar's, they had your CNAs, your Jet. You remember we had Jet Mart in Rustenburg, where they sold everything almost inside, and you had your Legit also. It's for ladies, only ladies side, only ladies wear, and you find out like so now when we talk of CNA, where is it now?
Stationery shop,
it just in Plain Street, in our Midtown Mall in Rustenburg, CBD, Central Business District. So you took of these shops there, and they were making money, but because I want to maybe take it step by step. We had all these shops because they wanted to cater for everyone. Like you go to Edgar's, you've got those who are high earners, or those who are saying we just pay. We need something nice. We pay. Those are big spenders. So you find them in Edgar's stores, right? When you go down to your Jet, the level is going down. Then you go to a CNA, it's for only stationaries.
Stationery. Yes.
For kids, everyone, kids and older people, they get the stationery there. So they have all this range of shops, right, to make sure that they include everyone. Like that kind of company. So they had all these renovations. Very nice renovations, but they were taking them from outside. In America, I just hope, if my mind serves me well, they had all these, gondolas, your merchandising style. It was not of the standard here in South Africa. They had to take it from elsewhere. I'm telling you.
What's gondola?
Gondola, this is almost the same thing that we are looking at here. So the gondolas, it's why they put their... I'll give you okay, sorry man, I'll give you an example of that gondola. When we took off gondolas, when you get to your shop, you find your displays, right? Your shoe displays. And then when you find them, sometimes they're on a board. They just build their board there, just like this one behind us. It's a board. You just put the displays, right? But the gondola is just that one. It's like kind of a table there, but it has these spaces inside where you can put your displays. You put your shoes, you can see them. So those are gondolas. So those, so they're different in any shop.
Now
but
you know how fit that is a condo.
Do you have any size mangs in your gondola?
Exactly. And true, because you've got this one, nice ones. For the first time I was seeing that in South Africa, I was like, okay, in our Edcom stores. And then when you look there on the table, it's the artificial grass, right? Artificial lawn where they play soccer and everything. So they put that artificial lawn. Just imagine there.
It's Edgar's.
You have got that. You've got your old kids department, men's and shoes, and then ladies' shoes and everything. So they put them all on top, and then down there, their size curving from small to that. You understand? So I know I'm speaking a different language, but I'm just saying, But the discussion here is about this economy that is it's taking place now. We talked about them changing. That Edcon was sold, so they had to get another company in. And that's when you see this, to call it economic rundown or something, I don't know, because now it's going down, and then we see we're not making profit. Many businesses they're not being able to make profit. That's where you've got your local, your drivers, somebody who's our black people who are trying to get into the market, right? You don't just have a shoe and call it Mao, and then you don't sell it, you don't trademark it, you don't register for it, and then you don't sell abroad or something. You just sell in Rustenburg there. No. So they had the company called Retailability. Now Retailability took over from Edcon.
Okay.
Yes. Now when
Edcon actually it was a South African.
Yes, the company itself.
Yeah.
So they had all this shop that I told you about in one for example, like you've got
under one umbrella.
Yes, you've got all these shops that are using one card.
Yeah.
One card. I'm talking about an account. You had people who are using. I don't know if now people are into account. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
there are still people. There are people who are still using account, my friend. Hey,
is it?
account, my friend, they will never go away. Yeah.
Yeah, account is very important.
Oh, it's very important. I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
This one is a teacher straight. I know.
Myself alone, I don't know about you guys.
Yeah.
I don't do accounts. The only time I had one account, and people are saying something different about that. People who are having accounts, they're saying, no, we are having records, financial records are good. They're looking at it and say, oh, no, he knows how to pay, she knows how to pay. I'm
For your credit score.
For the credit score and everything, right?
Yeah. That's
Your type of English, your credit there. But for me,
before you rise, what are credit score?
What do you want
What
to
about
buy
a system when it rips you off before you grow? So
Yeah.
10 rand or so you know this thing it's manipulating us, guys.
Yeah, too
Honestly
much.
speaking, it's manipulating us. Like how do you like you just like so say 10 rand does. But for you to be able to see ke kgono se tsaka 20 rand because patela in time. On charge an extra 10 rand on top, most are 10 rand. Then I won't plan it's for my own benefit. How it benefits me because of benefit are more than me.
Something I know about.
I'm saying Coco about this thing is a manipulation, my guy.
Yeah, but something I know about accounts.
Cartel ba ho fa yone.
Yeah.
Ba ho fa yone cartel ina le bo ma 1.5.
Yeah, was 700.
700.
Yeah.
You buy Wi-Fi ta cartel. How we feta the repaying ya thing it's no longer 700. You're paying more than that because you are paying the installment. I get. How we buse to patela good to 700 like
Mawara, do you get
I
this?
have to verify.
No, it's true.
Yeah.
Okay, let me give you a side of my experience on that.
Okay.
I know for a fact because we used to do what we call canvassing for accounts, right? We stand there. I don't like it when one of the things that bores me a lot in working retail to stand there in a door. I don't know, for some people it's fine, but I'm just saying for me, I wanted to be inside, work inside, do my merchandising, pack and everything, but not to stand there and say please open account, be like account. You'll get
account.
It's good, for some people love that. There are some people who are so outspoken, who are so active and vibrant, so they love it in terms of manipulating. Let me just use that word, but that's what we call selling skill. That's a selling skill. But for us, it's like you're manipulating me to get an account, and it's not 700. It's not. Believe me, it's not. Brother, charges. Believe me, when you buy a phone, car contract, let's get it there. You see on the display, the display says 2.5. Take it today and tell me when you'll finish paying for that 2.5. Why are you taking 24 months for 2.5?
For 2.5.
I just want to get there.
Yeah.
They're saying 500. Let's say 500 today for 12 months. How much is it?
My friend.
No, the phone is saying 2.5, but I'm saying, okay, let's not say 500. Maybe we're over exaggerating. Let's say 250.
For something for 2.5, you'd have to pay something. Yeah, something along.
Okay, let's make it 180. No, it's fine. We have got our phones here. Let's make 180.
Concrete that thing. Concrete.
Huh? Let's say 180.
So let's concrete.
Right?
Yeah.
180 per month for what? For 24 months. Right. So we'll get it now. No problem. You see, we need to get facts straight here. Some things we've got to check them. Like seriously, we are being ripped off here.
No, serious, we have been ripped off, and then it's like we are enjoying it. We are not questioning some things,
Yeah.
I don't know how we live. Like some people they will give you.
So look now, 180 rand times 24 months. It's 4,320. Your phone was 2.5. Do you see what we're talking about? And now they are telling you what every month will give you a time here 25 rand. Or will give you 100 rand. But you know what do they do? But they are saying pay 180 and then we'll give you airtime anytime you need it. High fella, they add on. It's called add on, right? So they add on airtime, and then whenever they say airtime here 50 rand, they give you 150 rand for that month. And then it's busy on November, December. They give you more. They give you more. And the bill of airtime alone But they'll say today you're not paying 480 rand. You are paying 210.
Hey, I got on a bill already.
Already?
Now, this guy's like, honestly speaking, like, you know, I understand Kanya Yadi account, ne? Like, we are not, like, people are not the same. They can afford cash. They cannot afford cash.
Yeah.
You understand? So, for them, they would rather go via installment. You understand? But now, in border high filter to a certain way by now, you want credit a bigger things. You understand? When actually you don't afford them cash. We cannot help you because of Karna credit record. You understand? So it means I need to buy a car, but I cannot credit record. You understand? Or I need to buy a house, but I cannot a credit record. Yeah, not currently. I cannot a credit record because you're the class. I've been affording them cash.
Yeah.
It's a different story. A house is it's a complete different. We are talking of 500,000. You're talking about 1 meter.
Yeah, 1 meter.
I cannot on a cash. I don't have that cash. But as for jeans, as for what you call the key and all that, I can buy them cash. As for my bed, as for my couches, TV, whatever furniture, I can buy them cash. You understand?
Yeah.
But when it comes to a property, when it comes to a car, I cannot afford because those are the bigger thing now. You understand? So now you find out in this system that they have created, now you have to go back and now you have to go create the accounts. Account whereby you create, you know that this is thing. Okay, Shop, they give you a card with 700 or 1,000 rand. You have to finish that 1,000 rand buying, or even you don't finish it, you have to take something like 500. And then when you take it something for 500, let's say the card has 1,000 rand, you take something for 500. You don't like pay it. Okay, Sharp, I take it today 500. I buy gin for 500 today. I come tomorrow. I'm coming to pay that 500. No, it doesn't work like that. It has to be a long period thing, a long term thing, so that like when you, let's say we take that thing for 500 and then you are paying. After, like, you're gonna pay month end, let's say you're gonna pay 200 or you're gonna pay 100 rand, then another. But actually, you're not gonna pay 500. You're gonna pay more than 500 actually. Then you go. They said, okay, Shop, we want to see your credit record. You have to go now and take a furniture with the credit. As now you take, let's say, something that costs 7,000. Because I remember when I was coming, I was like, okay, let me venture into this thing. I'm young, I'm just like, let me venture into this thing. I took some things that they were costing something like, I think they were costing 10,000 by then. My friend, I end up paying almost like 16, 17,000 for a period of 24 months. Because of I wanted something bigger, but I could not get that something bigger. So they said, go and open this and this and this and this. It's ripping me off. So before I get that thing, I already showed them that, okay, Sharp, I can take a credit. Who benefited? Is it me?
Or them?
It means that thing for 10,000, I could afford it. Those things for 10,000. The whole 8,000, it just went in. Like, because those things that were costing 10 actually. But the interest and what it was like,
but
what, 8,000 on top.
You know what they're saying about the accounts in terms of the retail, clothing retails? They're saying it sustains the business. Because for some, you look at now the clothing retail, they're making money, right? Because it's that period. Starting from October, November, December. People are buying clothes a lot. You go to your Easter, month, people are also buying a lot, right? It's not the same. It's just so seasonal in terms of clothing retails. They know where, and when you get to when you approach winter, they're also coming back in numbers. But later on again, it's just that period again, it's gone. You need to wait for them. Believe me, it's like that. They've got seasons. So now you've got those times where it's quiet. What do you do? That is why you see, I think that about 2 months back, you would see in our plain street in Rustenburg, you would see the shops. Even when you go to the malls, you find them like in the door, right? Saying, please open an account. Or not an account, those kind of, promotions, buy one, get one free, those kind of promotions. Because they are trying to let that stock go and bring new ones. You find people have maybe a stock more of winter clothes. They need to take it out. So the price is less. You understand? So they're trying to bring that traffic. You are driving traffic to come back to that. So they are saying in terms of opening accounts, it's much better, because if you find people not buying, but month end you have people who are saying we come and pay accounts, so it sustains the business. In a sense, if you are paying rent, you've got to pay your workers. You know that the works, you've got to do that. The expenses never stops, whether you did not sell or you did not do anything. That is why we are having all these companies going down. You understand? Because they are saying recently now we're talking of the cross trainer. Right, it has been I think in town we had almost 3 branches, 4.
Yeah, we had one.
Yeah, it's Waterfall Mall. We had one there. Then we had one in CBD. We had 2 CBD. We had one in Plain Street, and the other one just next to that side. So it's and in Rustenburg Mall we had that course. So they had 4 branches in a closed range in Rustenburg. So all of them is exactly. And then we had one in Whitcomb, right?
I don't know about Murule Mall.
Yeah,
there were many actually. Because I don't think they were. It was not there. I think it was there also. Murule Mall. I think it was.
Murule Mall. Yeah, I don't know about.
There has to be. One has to be there.
One has to be there. Right?
Yeah, one has to be there.
Yeah, because I know.
And then even in Impoke, maybe there was one actually. Because I think they were.
It has been growing.
Yeah, it has been growing.
But when we talk today, it's gone.
It's gone.
Because of what? You talk of a big word, liquidation. For somebody.
I don't know. This one has closed already. This one that is the side. I've not yet noticed.
That side.
Yeah.
But it's gone. You can
this
go,
one,
you
they closed.
You can go and see.
I've not yet noticed because I was last time when we were going to Brett's, I saw the other one it was Brett's Mall. I think that's the one that I saw that it was empty inside, closed, Valile, nothing, no stock, nothing.
I've been in Rustenburg Mall. I think 2 days back. Is it 3? I think 3 days back. Or let me just say last week. I've been there. Because that one I was thinking it was doing well for me. I was watching it like it's that Rustenburg Mall is busy. It's busy. I think if we have got the busiest mall in Rustenburg, that one is busy. Like from the start up until now, they've got they've got their standard. It's equilibrium. So,
but do you think it's gonna be like this
to sustain?
Yeah, the sustainability.
I don't know about sustainability
because I had one client who said they stole her phone. She doesn't know how.
No, you're lying.
No, in Rustenburg Mall, yeah.
But can you miss such in a place like that?
No, you obviously.
Like sometimes when it can, like that place can get crowded when it's busy, like month end.
Yeah, I think
because like you have a lot of people moving in a small amount of space. Especially kamu queue nyele ya kepi So like that queue automatically adjusts spaces, so people have to, and then khonali bench mo gare. So while people are moving at a rapid pace, some people are pickpocketers.
Yeah.
And you've got a lot of them. When it comes to a place like, I get they're being smart. So my own, I just wanted for those life and stories network viewers, for those who support you, just to understand liquidation, because it's very important for me. Liquidation, the company has stopped because they have got to pay for everything, but let me just read it. So you understand when you talk about this, because there's a part there, Drip. I know you want to get somewhere there, because we talked about it. So liquidation is the process in accounting by which a company is brought to an end. You say it says the company is brought to an end.
Yeah.
So you must get that one. So now it's the assets and property of the business. The assets so the shop they are being redistributed. You see now. So when a firm has been liquidated, it is sometimes referred to as a wound out or dissolved. How dissolve as like so that's where you get these branches. They delete them, but today they are normal. And but we talked about the employees. South Africa is struggling when it comes to that. And when you talk of both Rippy and then talk of like the cross trainer, just as an example, because we got them here. Most people working in there, they're young people.
Yeah.
Believe me, you can even go and check.
Yes, I know.
You know why? It's because they are selling brands. Your Nike, your Adidas, your Puma, you name them. Your Lecoq Sportive, like your most,
Does this one still exist? Sneakers edition?
Yes, they do. But that one I know it has been
tough season for them also.
Not this one, this year only.
A
place that we had here. Yeah. We had 2. One there and then one in the other side.
City Square.
City Square.
Something more.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's no longer there.
Yeah.
No, but that's sneakers
No, man,
edition.
sneakers edition are nearly.
Eh,
Yeah, on Spain
After
State,
some
yes.
season.
Relocated from there, yeah.
Relocated by class.
Moving down there, they were making a bigger space. So that one was very, very small. And they had years.
And about Nabakrile market also, or market like it's no longer Kodi Moko class market. Market of
Okay.
the town is going go class. So they were going near the shop to go class. Actually, they were smart. They found it before because of Bamuvile. I think 2016, 2017, ke ge ba move from kwa baya go class. Already they had it in mind, okay. Rustenburg le structure, restructure, bu busy but on nako down part because of the mall all. So they booked the place go class, then mabuga place go Rustenburg. But aksa bona or hala.
And besides, not like I think I started moving town this side at Boma 20. I think about 2018, 2017, 2016, around that time. That's when I started Hotla town this side.
Okay.
Before that,
Who fell like class?
because now
Wanna go box?
I've always
Wanna go box?
disliked.
Not real.
Because like okay, a household that I grew up in, ge go tloitsiwa grocery ha ke tle le bona.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only time I would come town is when like I'm from school and going home. And then kana kwa teng batho ba batlo ya bus ranking, that's not my scene. I leave here, I wanna go home.
Ba ja gatse di ba makiti pele di tani skopas.
Ba khotana. You know, like hey, we grew up in tough times.
Why you to juice your 1 rand 50? NL 1 rand 50 or than guava juice way.
Whenever I got the chance ya go tla tropo. Yeah.
No, but now we.
Yeah.
Guava juice.
Yeah, and then every fail, we got let's say in the same bottle, Marazadi Kala, Mardisna Suki.
Yeah.
Hey,
but guava juice was the nice kadi popcorn. So that's a random. Yeah. No,
You can say popcorn around. We see like yesterday they sold popcorn for 5 rand.
Give us one that you discopas. No, yeah. The discopas were 1 rand, my friend. Guava juice really 1 rand. No, when you get 2 rand, you are sorted. Like your case is closed.
That's the guy you know.
And there is no issue here food poisoning. Guava juice. Issue here food poisoning.
On a hot summer's day, you tell
Guys, if you don't.
guava juice, hey.
And I'm going to go to
Wait, see, I love the churches like the timbers, like those timbers. So when they go to the go the payment to the shop, it's bad the and so on. So I had this guy or like a sweet for thing. So the guy would say 5 rand, I'm for the sweet 5. I'm waiting for my change. So like, so the guy was waiting for a change. Like, a brother, the 5 I get. Can we recount that? I've seen them the 5.
Yeah.
I'm saying yeah, so I can give 5 rand. No, it can't be. How much is 5 rand? One sweet 1 rand. Hey, and the guy was not even laughing. Is that bra? What you don't want them? Please put them back in.
Yeah,
Exactly. Even 10 cents from 10 cents, yes.
Love can do regards 5 garanta.
Yes.
And then got to run the very delay. I think it was like 4 or something.
No,
do you still have good love kidneys?
No,
hey, I buy them a lot lately. Can you go to that?
So yeah, but it's painful, my guy, when people are losing their jobs and because of
specifically young people.
Young people, yes, because of we know like how cross-trained it's very femininity especially in Rustenburg. We know some we relate to them. So it's a very painful part because of like the asset to the abua. Like you know a lot of things no na le phone no phone ka yone you know no tswere karata mo pateng ya company petrol what you call this thing karata petrol ya company like like you are living accordingly so and
you're never ready for that, right?
Yeah, you are not ready for that because you don't know what's happening.
Exactly.
Our management guys a company is going through liquidation and what but still I think
so it's like closing down.
I think Baba if like tomorrow's a closing day, and like just felt like dead, and then
because
I don't know if Bale Patela for
I was coming to that point.
3 months, I don't know.
No, it can't be. When it comes to retail, can you will pay you for? That's why some companies. Let me tell you something of clothing retailers. When you go to your let's talk for ladies. When they go to their what do you call it, maternity, right? When they go there, they get paid. They don't.
They don't get
you,
paid.
you won't believe this. They won't. They won't get paid for that. For some of them.
What do you mean when you say some of them?
Yeah.
When I'm saying some of them, I'm talking of some companies. They're not the same.
Some of the companies that
Yes.
don't pay maternity leave.
Yeah, I know I don't know whether to call it the reputable companies or what, but we do have got companies that do know, they do know that this is supposed to be, they need to get paid when they're at home. For that particular 3 months, they need to be paid. But for some brother, you just go and then you come back to work. You understand? That's and we talked about those three. We talked about what Elise, we talked of the drape and the cross trainer, right? And you look at all these companies. Fine, I'll give an example of the cross trainer. The management is not the same of how people run the companies. And then also, when you register for companies, there are what we call sole trader companies, where you are only one there. It's your company. You've got your partnerships where people are together there running the company. And then you've got all those who are saying, we've got the chairperson, secretary, we've got everyone. That it's almost like a joint venture or something. People come together and they make that business. So for this one, it was also for a sole trader, if I remember well. Yeah. And there are a lot of stories behind that of what happened. I know you also read of the drip of what happened. We were so surprised because it has not been there for a very long time. And we were happy for our African brothers who are taking trademark in terms of selling brands and everything. You've got in town we do have got what we call Spellet, right?
Yeah.
That's also a brand.
Yeah.
So they're having brands and then you can see they are also growing. So whilst in the midst of everything, when they are growing, then it's liquidation. And people I had to,
But it looked like everything was going well.
Yeah, that's exactly that. But I'm worried.
Because I remember, is it this year they were buying billboards there to advertise, and then they just recently, I don't know if they partnered with another shoe or they released another shoe, Bo Kalanga. And
maybe it's kind of like a partnership or something, collaboration, yeah.
Right.
So this guy is also South African, eh?
Yeah.
Not for cross train.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Lekau.
Not cross. Cross is not. It's not a black man here.
It's not a black man.
No.
I'm thinking of
that one. I'm sure of. What's the name of that guy?
Lekau something.
No, for the cross trainer.
Cross trainer.
Yeah. I know the guy, man.
But it's like frame something.
Yeah, McFrame. Yeah, the name is McFrame. Yes, man. Thank you very much. I remember I worked there. Yes, I know. Yeah, so it's a sole trader. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe it has to do with suppliers because it's somehow they are bringing that up, the suppliers and everything.
Yeah.
You remember, we've been talking about this brands where you get, for example, you get your test stick in ShopRite, and you get your test stick to Pick and Pay, go to Boxer, and you get the supermarket at home there, Madala's General Dealer. Madala's General Dealer selling your 10 kg test stick would be around what? 200
Madala will definitely charge you even for petrol.
Exactly, for more. So it will be much more.
Yeah.
You get into town, as an example, you go to Boxer, you get it by 180 rand. The same stick.
Yeah.
Right? You go to your Pick and Pay, it's even more than that. In the same town. Then you go to your shop. So they've got their categories. We talked about that, right? We talked of Edcon in the clothing type of a business.
Yeah.
We go to also a food type of a business retail. Then you go down. The same thing. Your ShopRite groups.
Yeah, ShopRite groups. Yeah.
They've got your.
Last time when we went on a vacation, we were talking about such.
Oh yeah.
Like I was telling them that guys, ShopRite checkers, and then you see they are the same under one umbrella.
Hey,
Just like, hey, my guy, there's no such a thing.
Yeah, they are, but I don't understand why ShopRite and you say prices are not the same.
Then there's a reason why. You know, we've been talking about the same thing now. So there's no difference. The difference is food and it's clothing. That's the difference. But now, remember, you had your retails, your food retails, right?
Yeah.
Where they included your liquor stores. Everyone wanted to include liquor store. If you are a food retail, then you want to include liquor. Everyone, look at that. We've got your ShopRite liquor, Boxer liquor.
Yeah, because
You can pay
food
liquor.
goes with beverages.
So now they say what there's business there. We talked about that. We talked about the pubs and taverns getting, these institutions are getting more every day. So now they can see if we can branch out as a company, people will be buying from us. Then we must remember something. When they are doing that, the supply is not the same. Even the money is not the same.
Yeah,
Because
but I
now,
would imagine for the big companies like your ShopRite and your what, they're getting directly from the manufacturer.
see? You see, there's a difference. There are some people who are buying from people. There are people who are buying from manufacturers. There are people who are buying from trucks from the manufacturers.
Because I remember.
And there are people who are buying from backyards.
Yeah.
No, it's true.
Yeah, backyard.
true.
Yeah.
The same
The one
applies
that
to
is
the clothing.
the one that is manufactured in the backyard. Yeah, there are people who are buying.
Homemade. Bright, it's big.
Because I remember there was I don't know who I was talking to now. I mean, they were telling me, like, you know, like at this point, they're just doing the alcohol business for just so they could buy bread and G. Because the margins they are very, very, like they are low.
For alcohol, yeah.
But then the moment when I look back, I realized like maybe this person's margins are low because they are not buying directly from your SAB.
Yeah.
Was it
SAB. Yeah.
SAB.
Oh, SAB.
Now remember that the SAB also they did this thing for US Mawara. If you are in, let's say in your village, you are the one who excel much, and then you have a storage. What they did now, they wanted to reduce issue of truckers about it.
Oh yeah, they went to one place. Yeah.
2Ks. Now what they did, Bone as SAP, they just said, okay, Sharp, we are making a contract with you as Warabi. Then from where the local people, they will come about That's what the deal that they break. Most of SAP, that's how they do. The truck, it will depart from, I think if the place is big enough, it will stop on 2 places or 3 places. That's where the bottle store, it will be a bottle store there. They will offload 2 trucks or 3 trucks there. And you guys who are running small ones, you'll have to go and
or like a case 120, unless it's 80 rand.
Yeah, get stock from.
I don't know if you guys can give me an answer to this question that I'm asking.
Yeah.
So like me as Mawara, I don't sell alcohol, I don't do nothing. I don't have alcohol selling license.
Yeah.
So can I go to SAB and buy beverages?
Just buy.
Yeah.
No, buy must they need money, you buy.
No, but remember that they are dealing with it's what they are not dealing with individual.
No, that would be maybe okay. Just go on because I wanted to explain something.
But like when you buy a large quantity, orders, yeah, and probably maybe how about approacher when you have an event, probably that's when you can be permitted. But the same fellow who like one case, it's not.
No, I mean like even like let's add some more quantity because I would imagine
we have to
like
consider
me
quantity.
Selling like SAB coming to sell me alcohol, they would have to verify whether I have like a license.
No, Marda don't see that happening.
But distribute. No, but
stock go SAB.
But license because remember they distribute as my knowledge
I'm
is
thinking
concerned.
yes. No, but this is practical. I think you are not wrong at the same time, Pastor. But I'm thinking, how do you manufacturing by Batona? Yes, fine. They would maybe require such for licensing and everything. It's South African law. It's there. But why am more now? Retails here, Mohaim. But what's enough follow your 24s, nearly 50 more vending.
Yeah,
you don't believe me. Exactly, you go there. You know they don't because the Baba thing. They need money, bruh. People need to be paid there. Rent need to be paid. I'm not condemning anything here,
Because
but this is what we see.
Sell you these 50, someone else is going to sell them to you.
Exactly. And then you must remember something. As much as we don't talk about these things, people are not registered. Many of them.
Yeah.
But then my author talks about something. This is secretive. People are taking them out, like at the back of the door, like we're saying, back door deals, right? We do make deals there. Right, and then we go and stock them. But most of the shabins, your taverns, your pubs, it's nice. They've got bought outside. They've got everything, right? When you see there, it's like everything's okay, right? I think last week I was looking at my order. They were auditing something to do with fire extinguishers, and then before that they were looking for the papers and everything for the company. Not everyone, even in town, have got that, and then they know. So even when it comes to beverages, you know people are drinking a lot. They are buying a lot. So when you take your truck and then you go and buy, believe me, no requirements. The requirement that they need from you, it's money. You swipe, then you go home.
And then the bottles.
And they don't even control your pricing. That's why it's very important. We talked about bread right last time, and I told you I had a tech shop, and then they regulated, the bread price. So they do that even now. But when it comes to beverages, you find people talking of meat budget speech. We had that I think like last week, right, on Wednesday. Talking about that, and then the price. Even if they increase the prices for beverages, 20 rand bottle, and then they sell it for 35, you buy it.
Okay.
See, so it's just too much.
That's another thing. So
I can't relate.
Yeah, we don't have experience a lot, especially when it comes to beverage. We don't have experience.
But I wanted to answer a question. Why do we have you say if you register a black hat 17 rand, but there is 35.
That was our main actual topic. Yes.
Exactly. Yes. Now, but people have been clever, and then you must know that. And then Luena, you will see, or you've been looking at that Marobor, it's not normal, but it's normal, believe me. This thing of class, it's there in the world. It's not in South Africa, fail. Everywhere. But whether it's Valpe water, Valpe, right? Water. You find it in any, shop, but it wouldn't be the same. But the company that supplies that, it's one. If you get a little meeting and I saw clean where it's it's okay. Some by lots of lapa fell and then by clean hell with the same spot, but then about 5 rand more. You get to your cafe moment when you are driving. Cafe. And you my friend marry. This one was 5 rand, but there I paid 35 rand. This is for the last time ever. No, it's not the last time. You go and travel again. You go to Vryburg. You get to the shops there in the evening. You tell me about the chips, small chips. How much is it there? Why am I saying this? I'm bringing you to the answer now. They are making all these things to cater for everyone. When I say catering, we don't want to exclude anyone. They're taking the market. It's about market. Yeah, it's about the market. You've got your market shop. Fine, let's go to your checkers. Who buys there? Who buys there? Let's just make it practical. Who buys there?
I mean, like, it's higher or more.
You see, higher more CBD.
So that tells you enough.
If it was here, what would happen to checkers?
Nobody would buy it.
You see, it's not no one. It's all, so it's gonna be privileged few.
Yeah, it will be like few people who buy.
Yeah, the same applies there. You must know you are traveling there when you go there. The distance again. No, just an example. When you get there, you will even see the services there. But we would argue about services, customer service. It's not the same. Believe me.
But it's not the same.
It's not the same.
ShopRite, they check us.
It's kind of like the thing we experienced this morning. when we wanted some.
Yeah.
We find like we know for this shop like right there.
Yeah.
Like we can buy some there malamukhodi.
Yes.
But then really far really
We
we found but it's a rice this time. I'm like, okay, I didn't even know you guys sell rice. So you know, like at the back of the shop, like this. Yeah, those things they are. But pigs in the blanket.
Yeah.
Like in my mind.
For 6 or big ideas like a 10. My friend, 60 rand. I was like, yeah. I was like,
and the worst part, they are at the door. Like that, they are the first things you find.
I don't say, my friend, you won't even have food, man. Okay, you say.
Come on. You can't stay. So this thing is it's on a purpose. You are saying we cannot find checkers here. There's a reason for that. You go to your Rustenburg mall, you find it there. You know why? They are also making sure that within that particular mall, they're catering for everyone. You understand? Be it clothing, be it, Rustenburg mall. You find it there. Yes, it's there. I'm telling you.
Entrance
from stadium, that side. When you're coming from what's that place? Gelhout Park. From that side. When not from R510 Sotarans Road. Yes, it's there.
Like both.
Oh yeah.
You've got two. You've got and then that company is just for only one. For people who do not know. So it falls under one, management and everything. It's Checkers that corner.
The fact
that one there. It's you say. They're the only two who sells what? Food.
You say?
No, it's ShopRite.
Oh.
I'm saying they've got these two classes there in one place. Being owned by what? One. Under one umbrella, like you are saying. One umbrella. But yes. I don't think everyone knows. So it's in one mall, they're making money. You get to that door, you find them. You get to this store.
I think you can maybe play like
yeah, you see.
They were supposed to make a
space there. You've got your game market. Game market, it's almost a bit of everything.
Yeah.
But specifically for food, you go to Checkers, you go to ShopRite.
ShopRite, yes.
Yeah.
It was this year that I only realized go game me, the meats. There's no chicken, there's no beef, there's no. I only realized this year. I'm like, hey. No, cause sometimes go shop and then you don't usually buy these things there. Cause I know when I get go game. Normally what we would buy the regular things, man.
Yeah. Your basics.
Things, leading noodles, it's those kind of things.
Even if in the Motorop on the Rustenburg in CBD, the same. We do not have that. What you're saying, you find out late.
No.
And then I'm looking like with my sister there, and she's like, we didn't go shop right there over that chicken. I'm like, I rate safe. And then he's like, so I wanna get rates up. I'm like,
oh, nightmare mood with you.
I'm ignorant, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
Nightmare mood with you.
You've got all these two shops in one mall. They're making money, right? If you don't get it there at your own pocket, your own pocket size. Let's just put it pocket size.
Yes,
if you don't get it there, you'll get it this side. But bruh, believe me, it's just getting in one pot.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah, I know.
If but this one is just too expensive, then you are in the wrong place. If you are going to check out what's in a follow, then you find them, but they package it the same way. And also
the carrying bags.
Exactly, carrying bags and everything. You see the difference.
The same thing.
The same is when you get there. I get when I level plastic, when I level, most of those languages. But the language there is different again. But it's on purpose, believe me. We talked about the Spaza shops. Late, but this time it's different. We are getting to your answer now. Why do you find you safe in your villages, in your locations? Why do you find you safe? Why can't you put a ShopRite, just a big ShopRite, put it there?
My friend, you say if you get that shop, man, they are going for those Spazas.
No, it's an answer. You said you say Vicky. But that one, they're not calling it Spaza. Because now our brothers, like you had your general dealers, you had your Spazas. For our people, when I say our people, I'm thinking black people because they've started these things. It's the general dealer go high. But now you go to your villages, you find an establishment there. You say people are saying, "Thank you very much. You will have to send money. Babu sending money like your money market, and then you can pay for DSTV and so on." But again, the part they will if you've got 20 Spaza shops in town, it will kill them. Because people will love to buy who you save. You know why? You see, those things take pride and we see that then you guys la rata but exactly, it's bad. That is why now I get today we talk of business. Now you look at how people close businesses down. And then corona ko high they try to because now the Spaza they used to help on their funerals, right? When they have got understand. So people are trying to help us businessmen. And remember, Mohai, we don't have many businessmen. We know a few, right? Baba from Mohai, right? Tate Polo, Tate Sidiwiti, and Tate Mohali. When you go to them and say, "Can I people?" But I need fruit, not fruit, vegetables, right? I need veggies. They're born, but let's see, I've got my own. So please, Abu Tuaberek, please make sure you get them some things. So it's a privilege for them because they know how we've got people about Hoka. But today you find all these shops. They go there now. Believe me, it's growing so much. If you don't know,
I know. I know. In Tawong, it's there. You go.
Exactly.
My friend, a lot of places you find you safe.
You find there.
A lot.
Is there anything wrong? Now we see it ripping. It's ripping our SMMEs. Let's just call them that.
Yes.
You understand? So they're no longer getting that. That little hand, helping hand. Because now, as much as they are going to these places, they go for business. There's supply. Remember, there's supply there. The truck is going. Every time, whether they've got big products or when I talk of big products, people look high, but okay, we this, but in yourself you find it because they've got suppliers. This is orchestrated so nice. It's prepared for it will serve village, people who are staying there because they don't know this, they don't have this. But we're bringing them closer to these things. It's nice they're bringing them closer, but you look at your businesses, you need to close down. Or maybe you could even get those people here.
But I think also they are manipulating us because if you find out, last time I was looking at the pricing that they do, you find that last time I wanted to buy what? I wanted to buy Tropic. I went to save Tropic, I was saying 40 rand. I went to ShopRite, they were like 32 rand. I was like, actually, what's the penny here?
Yeah, because and then on some other items that you find are cheaper at USave than ShopRite, you would find when you buy that ShopRite, you would buy it for the same price using your extra savings card.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
It's very weird. That's what I'm telling you. Most of this thing is just to manipulate us. They are manipulating us a lot.
Because in my first experience with USave, I found it to be more expensive than ShopRite.
You see?
So I was like, man, how is this USave? And then in my mind I concluded, okay, I think the owners of USave and ShopRite, USave and ShopRite are not the same. But now I'm like,
no, they fall under the same umbrella.
And then as I looked at the patterns, even when you look at the catalogs that they, like when because they come out at the same time, the catalog ya USave, it'll say peanut butter is $37.99, and then if you got catalog ya ShopRite, if you peanut butter is 40 something, but then with your smart shopper card is $37.99. They're basically the same prices.
Yeah, but at some point you find out the other one is expensive, the other one is cheap, and especially you find out USave it's a little bit expensive, and then you find that ShopRite is cheaper. And then you go again, you go to Checkers, you find that Checkers, there are those things like John was saying, get one, buy one, get one for free, or they go two for this much. You find that in this ShopRite they are expensive, and then you go buy it at Checkers. Checkers it's cheaper because they are going S2. Like MSK normally usually buy those sachet for a cappuccino.
Yeah.
You find that they say this shop right it's this much, this one is same shop right on the same on its own CBD.
Yeah.
Remember there are two. You are
Exactly.
not talking about you save now. We are talking about same shop right now.
Same kind of a level, I think.
Same,
Yeah.
not same level.
Yeah.
You go to the other one, you find something's expensive. You go to the other one, you find that it's cheap. You begin
Food
to
for
ask
thought.
yourself,
Food for thought. I've got something here.
Okay.
You see, I'll show you something about. We talk of the biggest retailer in Africa, right?
Yes.
We're talking of ShopRite Holdings. Now, I'll show you something. They've got franchises, right? So almost 3,639. I'm just giving you free, education for now.
Yeah. Give us.
Now, let's go. They are saying we've got almost 160,000 employees.
Yeah.
You see, this one is the biggest. You see, sharp. It's across Africa now.
It's shop right.
It's ShopRite
Is there how
Holdings,
many
right?
employees?
Now it's saying 160,000
Okay.
of them, right? Now it says 31. You're talking about extra savings card, right? Every time when they do the promotions, they put the extra savings. And I think they've got their policy there, funeral policy and everything there inside to just lure in. That's one of the things. Now they've got 31 million. But please count this in. I'm saying 31 million extra savings rewards card. We had that program in Edcon. They had that program. But immediately when retailability came in, those numbers were coming down. Believe me, you can go and check them. They've gone down. Because you know what happened? When they got there, some of the things were removed. They've got their cosmetic department in Edgar's retail stores. But the department itself, it's just shrinking. It's going down. Look at the department, the cosmetics. It's no longer that much. You had your biggest brands, your international brands there. When it comes to perfumes, it's no longer there. Now, let's look at the brands. People who do not know, they are thinking ShopRite and YouSave is not the same and everything. Let me just show you now the brands that are in that ShopRite Holdings just underneath there.
Okay.
There are a lot. You won't believe. You've got your ShopRite, you've got your YouSave, you've got your Checkers, and it's not only Checkers. So I want to also make some points here. It's what we call Checkers Foods and Checkers Hyper. These things are not the same. In Rustenburg Mall, we've got Checkers Hyper.
Yeah.
And then in Rustenburg Mall, we have got Checkers. So you see, not the same. Class, my friend, class. And we've got liquor shop.
Yeah.
We talked about liquors, right?
Yeah.
So they've got liquor shop, and they've got. It's not the same. We've got liquor shop in our ShopRite, which is written in red to show you that it's ShopRite. But we've got liquor shop in that
Checkers.
in the Checkers with the same color. So you see now the difference there. Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm thinking what more pricing up again when you talk of liquor. It would be different.
It would be a different thing.
So it's not only that. We've got OK Furniture. I don't know if people know about that. OK Furniture is also falling under that.
That's why most of the time when you find ShopRite,
You find
okay.
You see?
There's okay furniture and there's okay food.
Yes.
So does okay food fall under?
The same thing. We're talking of ShopRite Holdings, right? So it's there. You've got your Medirite. I think that one you know. Medirite, because lately they've got what we call what do they call it? They got pharmacy in a retail shop, in a food what. So it's something of that sort.
Yeah, it's on this one they have.
Yeah, it's big. House and Home. These are big companies. House and Home. It's there. I don't know if you know about of Red Star also.
What?
It's a lot. Red Star. You don't know of it, right? It's fine.
Star?
Yeah.
Which one is that one?
It's a wholesale also, yes.
Red Star?
Yes. You know CompuTicket, it's originally from.
Yeah.
You know that?
CompuTicket.
Yeah, CompuTicket. Where you buy your
Did
tickets.
you know CompuTicket is actually the because it's a South African brand. It was the first ever company to create the whole system. We had the computerized tickets for events and everything. Yes, hence the name is CompuTicket.
Oh, computerized tickets.
Yes.
Wow, that's food for thought, man. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Something I learned.
Yeah. No, that's great. It's great. Man, it's good. It's good. These things are very light, but they are very educative. So there's a lot underneath this as when you see as a ready, there's a lot underneath that. So these companies, bruh, when we talk of JSE, Johannesburg Stock Exchange,
Yeah.
when you go there and find this listing study company, you see what we talking of these companies. But when you see them, no matter this thing, almost 10 of them, they are for one.
And then it's
And
like
then-
when you realize, when you know now, or like they fall in that, and then you start seeing the similarities, or like, no,
Yeah, what
Yeah.
is something?
how have I not been seeing this?
Yeah, I've not been noticing this. Yeah.
Yeah, because you find your pep stores, ne? They've got what we call what's that Korea company? It's called Pepsi, right?
Yeah, Pepsi.
Yeah.
And our just where we are next to us, you've got your courier service that is closed down, closed down, and then it has been talked about like few years that it's going to close down. It's going to close, but we can see now.
Which one?
is
This
that?
one here.
Yes,
I think also this one, it was.
Oh, post office.
yeah.
I think also because it was expensive.
It was expensive for it because it was a government entity.
Ah,
ish,
might
you
be
know,
the
like-
reason again.
And also like
It was bankrupt, my friend. So,
and like, cause like when you think post office, the one thing that you think of entirely guru like unahana makwalo, so hence.
most of the government entities, my friend, you know, we look at Ben Marais. That was one of the entities that it was bringing a revenue. No, you go Ben Marais, of course, and I got two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, bruh.
We had what you call this one that is here, the stadium that is here, Barking
Olympia Park Stadium.
Olympia Park Stadium. You knew there were some matches in it.
Yeah, big ones then.
And then
It's a PSL.
nowadays it's no longer operative.
And
You understand?
In a hall then.
In a hall, in a
every
pool.
weekend,
Mm.
there
Yeah.
was something happening there.
Something
Especially
happening.
even the churches, study around local
Mm.
churches, like
Mm.
they would book that thing like consistently.
So you,
But I think it's coming back around because I remember.
if it's coming back around, what's happening? Go section your pool.
I don't know because I remember.
It's vandalized,
I
man.
think it was like
You see?
earlier this month. Earlier the previous month. When I was passing by the Department of Education there, going to the rank, I'm meeting up with this guy, and then he's asking me about, do you know where Ben Marais is? I'm like, Ben Marais?
Like sometimes we see like last time they
what
were.
are you doing there? He's like, yeah, I am late for a church thing. And I'm like, no, just go down straight there. And then he ran.
No, before, like, yes, one of them, the issues like they want to privatize it, then like if Mawara can purchase it and then it becomes yours and all those kind of things. It's gonna be there still. You think that it's for a government, it create a revenue for a government, actually it's not. And then you come to a point whereby now look at the park that was there by New York. Like you cannot even like create a park in a period of a year or two, then you vandalize it or you demolish it, and then the money that
It's
was
like it was
spent-
not even there.
Yeah, the money that was spent there for something that it never lasted.
When
even.
was that park created?
My friend, it's like same year and then it was demolished the same year.
Because like, not like in my mind, because I remember the hype that was going on park, ne. So in my mind, and then the moment the hake bona, I thought, oh, maybe this park was created in 90 something, and then now they just revamped it. Because like,
you
the
must be
moment in
joking, that is
91,
something.
it didn't look like it was something new. Because like in my mind, you are blowing my mind by saying that, because now I've always thought in my mind, like, this is an old park. It's just that the
Fresh.
time if I revamp you.
It was not old.
Fresh, my friend.
I stayed there. North.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I started staying in
Now it
Rustenburg.
was created when it was created when?
I don't remember.
2018?
18.
2018 or 2017?
Because there was a vibe, yes. If you remember the vibe, you must know that was the year it was created.
Because I remember,
It never lasted for a long
my
while.
high school days now. Because it was like 2016, 2015,
Yeah, it was.
around that time.
Now my concern was that if they cannot revamp that one that is there, why would they go down and create another park? If the one that is in front of what you call Civic Center, it cannot be revamped, then why do you go down
And
and,
then
create another one?
It's right in front of a major part of the Rustenburg city now, which is like the civic center. That one should have been like without question
Even
been maintained.
Exactly.
taking care of it, man, it would have been something very important. It's refreshing. It's just next to a periodic river. It's a periodic river. It's just there. You've got, you know,
I don't
nature.
understand.
It's nice.
I don't understand if like, do you see guys where we are going? You can look. It's not only these only big companies that are collapsing, guys. Look at where there was a Rustenburg showground. Now there's Yarona Pass. What do you think Rustenburg?
It's a depot now.
Yeah, it's a depot now.
Yeah, but
Anything
then,
that
like,
was bringing revenue to
Yeah, Rustenburg economy.
Yeah.
yeah, it's not
why
only
wouldn't they
Rustenburg.
have left the what you call the Rustenburg showground open as is, and then they go to that park whereby there's nothing there. They just put the buses there. They
And
make a depot
also,
there.
like, I think, like, I do believe, or like, they could have made space for the office, because they don't need a lot of space for the office.
But we do have got land for these buses. Why wouldn't they? I don't know. Create, because we've got a
Or
lot.
I feel an office for municipalities. I'm sure there's like an office they can spare most.
No, I don't think it's about office there. It's about parking their cars, right? Their buses.
Oh, for parking their
Yeah.
buses. Yeah, man.
But why are they using that place?
man?
Why are we not having as the make?
Like it already they create a revenue.
Yeah, but
Why translate it?
Yes.
Yes, it can create, but why do you have to close another stream
Yo,
for you to open another stream?
exactly.
You're not doing anything
Yeah.
because you have closed this stream and then you on top of the stream, then you are opening. Even this stream is bigger, you're coming with a bigger stream. But don't you think that if there were two of them, they were better?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
this one is
opening- It's opening a gap in the market for someone who are acquiring land. They are building their own private where they can invite your Rustenburg
But he said
show.
you said that's about the dinosaurs in.
Kind of where was that thing held again?
But the speed is small now because of it's been partitioned.
And then for the longest time, because we talked about body summer, like I
Summer,
was like,
summer was
no,
like,
so we used to be our thing in the
summer
Northwest
was
province.
they go hand in hand.
Yeah, exactly. We
No,
talked
but
about it,
they
but
go
people are not
They
there.
go hand in hand. Or am I like guys? They go hand in hand. The Rustenburg show. Make it around. Kids did around June, July.
Mariga,
Eh.
right?
Eh.
And then after that,
Did you call it
like,
body summer?
Yeah,
But it doesn't
then-
take long even.
Yeah.
It doesn't take long even.
because none of I stumbled upon them by mistake,
Mistake, you see, that's wrong. Because we are used to having this as an economy booster in the Northwest province. And then I think 3 weeks back I've been in Cabanas in Sun City. But that place, I know that in some places there, that, but that place alone, it's I don't know how the heaven looks like, but it's almost like heaven.
Because I know last week or the week before that, but again, Black Street was performing there, the American R&B.
And it was sold out. I just heard that.
Like at 2015, the summer was nearly 12 work at that day. Got in 19th of April.
Yeah.
There were before us to make sure it was also summer was.
Yeah.
Yeah, us to make sure.
Yeah.
And
That's the
and it
thing,
was
we-
generating
Yeah,
a lot of money.
It was happening, my friend. Because you now you are cutting the student or but no, you're about
So you
busy, no.
now Mawara you bumped into it, and then I was like I was listening to a radio, and then some of the presenters were there of radio, and then they were like, okay, I'm listening to an audio.
Yeah.
I'm tired by the way.
Oh, man.
And then somebody said no, it's summer 13, and I was like, then what happened to the vibe? Because
No vibes, nothing, Joe.
Because like even if you don't know it's the summers, you would tell when we are in Rustenburg. You see the taxis,
buses.
That's vibe.
The vibe, that's vibe. You see even engine,
Yeah.
fill up
Yeah.
engine or
Exactly.
there's something that is happening.
Yeah, there's that
or maybe
energy
probably
in
we
the
no longer
air.
walk down that line. Yeah, they are good class
No, I do a lot of many a
I'm
times.
always there. Okay, Mawani didn't come to town.
Nah, I fit that side of town. Then,
But you know, like on a Friday or
and you know
like
the
preparations.
like they just
they've got their taxis when they are moving.
Yeah, they are moving.
And then look on now, I would find people, but are you not Gubi? We are Gubi. So that kind of a vibe,
But
or maybe.
Or
maybe
Sun City outside.
But you can find out hotel something.
Or
But maybe
the kids these days don't do that.
No, I'm thinking something.
No,
Social media, bruh. It has, I don't know, maybe.
No, I
Because
think they never did the proper marketing on this.
yes, hence I'm
and
saying.
then when it comes to that, on top of that, remember it's like metrics are writing. You cannot be sacrificing your future because of some. But I'm telling you, if it was just media, I'm telling you they would go. I'm telling you would feel the vibe.
But
Okay,
now
guys, I'm looking at something. We have got Mawara, before you say your point, before I forget, because we had many events this weekend. I don't know if you know, in Rustenburg. I don't know. I think we had Makati in Rustenburg, Kluof. Rustenburg is one of the places where Rustenburg knows the place. It's vibey because of water and the machines. The same kind of vibe. It's the same kind of vibe we used to have in Rustenburg show. I don't know. Kind of, not everything there, but kind of. So I think we had Makati over this side.
I think I saw a post.
You saw a post, right?
So I'm in the dark, man.
I'm telling you, you had a lot of people going to their places.
Yes.
Now you know why I'm getting. I'm putting in some social media. I'm saying maybe it has done, I don't know, damage if it is. People are no longer going to events now, especially these big events. They're saying because you've got your what you call streaming. They stream at home. And it's a different. I'm telling you.
You see, this other guy. I was talking to this other guy, one neighbor. That guy, you know what? When you put your life in danger, when always and I can drink and say, my one sister, they 4, 5, 6, say 2 years and I came like a time I came home. So people, my friend, Babu Jwala, you can never. Unless you go out of a son, Baba the Bedlam. Yeah,
you know.
What's
the killer?
You don't need to hurry
away. What's the
yeah, I'm not going to buy a
yeah, what's the killer thing? I don't know if we're the environment they are known because we're talking of socials. Yes, people do attend events. But when they know, you guys, I think you are a great example of that. We've watched, I think it's Orlando Pirates and what game here. You remember that game? We were so happy. We were wearing the shirt. Do you remember the game?
I can't imagine.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We had that streamed live, and then we were waking. Everyone was waking.
Yeah.
But we were watching that game.
We were watching the game.
And then when you look at the numbers who were watching the game, you would tell. I'm not saying they're not there, but football lovers are different. They also want to be there.
Even going there, I saw this other post that DSTV has lost, it's what, 1.4 something billion revenue.
You see, why?
They've lost a lot of money. Like, subscribers are no longer there, premium subscribers are no longer there.
Exactly.
You understand? They are
losing. Everyone have got everything to watch.
No, the thing is that, with DSTV, they offer a services that it's not we can say it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Like in terms
your
of
repetitions.
Yeah, like in terms of the content that they provide, like you just look at the content and then you go to the Netflix, you go to
it's better.
You go to Amazon Prime, you go to these other ones like
Disney, even your Hulu, Disney Plus.
You go to those ones and you find a better content there. And then yet you have a premium account with DSTV, and then you are being like ripped off. You don't get a proper content, and then you are paying a lot of money. Obviously, people are subscribing to a new channels and all those kind of things. Things are becoming like so they have lost a lot of money in this couple of years. They've lost a lot of.
Well, now you're talking of them losing money. I'll give you an example of a media house. A media house called News 24. It's well known in South Africa.
Yeah.
Most people are just and journalism. It's better and everything. That's what people think about. They've done this. They've done what we call a subscription.
I saw
it, right?
Yes. I knew that always when I downloaded the app, I never had to subscribe for News
24. Yeah.
Yes. And there's
So they're doing that
I never subscribed him for them. I was like, yeah. Like,
And you're so used to having the app on your phone.
You understand?
You get notifications. Then you're like, yeah.
Now you want me to pay for this news?
No, and
So
it was the top of the.
Because there's also Property 24.
Yes. No, that under 24, SA 24, bruh,
when you subscribe to News 24, automatically everything under that umbrella follows as well.
you see, I think they've got what is it, 89 for a month, right? 89 for a month.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I've never been tried.
I know. Yeah, I think it's 89 something. You can check. And then
it's
for
almost the same as
for 6
YouTube-
months, I think it's
as
800
YouTube
and
Premium.
yeah. We just have to verify those things. But
Issue.
you are used to that, right? And you know what do they do? You've got your summers today, and then they would. I'm just giving an example on that. So you've got your summers. They say summers was going. This was nice, and then this one was performing, and they leave it there. Then we are like, ooh.
And now you wanna find out.
You want to find out, like what do you do?
Just go to YouTube and then look for kind of who was streaming it live. And I bumped into it more YouTube. I think their page was
somebody was going
streaming
live. Oh,
no, like
okay.
them
Or
the
themselves,
summers,
yes.
They were streaming live on YouTube.
Normally they do that.
So you don't have to.
Exactly, but
You
people
can
pay for
just.
it.
Hey.
But I'll tell you something. For those who know journalism, who love professionalism, and then who like the truth and everything, even though the truth, when it comes to media, it would be a different story to the others.
Yeah, but then
But
when you go
people
there, you
subscribe
go
to
from
that
the
because they
source.
want to get journalism in terms of like, what do they call it? The information, concrete information, reliable, where you know you can rely, reliable sources and everything.
Yeah,
so they say if you want to reveal that means you get to pay that amount and you get those news. You'll get the notifications and then you know you'll read the whole story. You get the follow-ups and everything. But if you don't pay anything, you'll get the
Twitter, man.
Yeah,
You're never
but then
gonna go wrong, man.
You know the other thing is with social media, you have to like only a certain level of understanding of it, or like o kgone go read in between the lines and read between the fake news and the real news.
Yeah.
My friend.
Because to give an example,
it's
man.
very fair for we create black today would evil mislead my friend. Kwa my friend, we told a cheese and got we told a cheese about
Extra commentary.
Like, they will tell you about comment down with us. I don't mean, you will see.
Even the sports, sport news. I given that I've got different view when it comes to that media house here, sports, News 24, because they've got sport and everything. They've got their categories inside, right? So they've got businesses, they've got everything. We've been reading about the media house business tech, right? Talking about all these shops dropping down and everything. But you look at them, even what you thought would be free, it's not free there. And believe me, they've got subscribers because people follow that kind of a channel.
Yeah,
like
because
a lot
like
of
nobody has the not everyone has the time to like watch the news and
exactly.
Yeah.
So if you subscribe on your phone, then you know you've got your notifications. Just the same as for
News 24. Don't you think you can alternatively check
Algebra?
Algebra.
Well, what's that? Is it Al Jazeera? No, not Algebra. No, Algebra is what is mathematics, right?
Yes.
It's no, I was trying to get that Al Jazeera, Algebra.
So I'm thinking algorithm, like, hey, I'm looking for an algorithm online.
Yeah, Al Jazeera. Yeah, that's it. It's a news channel, right?
It's a news channel. You can rely on that and check that one, and then you get like. You and it's free of charge. You don't have to worry.
Your newsroom Africa is there.
It's
also.
there also.
Your SABC.
There are a lot of them that exist, my friend. I don't understand why News 24 are in there. Maybe by it's a journalist and all that. But as for Ronald consume the news, then my friend, money these days, my friend. Just to pay for that, my friend.
I think also another person that might fall into that category is like a person like me who never watches the news. And then is constantly getting the news more full. So like the notification is there, I would catch notifications if you want to know, oh, Mamang did this, Mamang did this. Oh, and then I catch a story and it catches my attention and then I wanna find out more. and then I read.
And how often do you do that then?
Cause like like something says I'm finding notifications getting news. And then like every day I would find something.
Notification.
Yeah.
So must go YouTube give
No, I'm not saying for now would be. I'm saying for someone like me. No, I'm not saying for someone like me. No.
Wait till the black side also.
No, but I'm thinking in essence to everything that you have said. One of the newspapers are fading away. And then I think they're counting almost 5 years to come. We will never have those. Yes, we do have people who are physical touch where they, I don't know, in physically they would, grab these papers and then.
Because I can't read like
soft copy.
PDF.
Soft copy, you rather read the hard copy.
Yeah. But in the schools they are having all these tablets and everything. Good, they're trying to get away, like move away altogether. But we've got people again who are writing books now. A lot of books. When they are writing books, that means you need to buy the books. You need to read the paper. I understand. But when it comes to these newspapers, it's like they're fading away. So now when they do, for others who are advanced, they want to make a revenue, right? Because now you're no longer selling that paper for £5. You've got your Herald. We've been talking about the story of a man who spent about the allegations for 1 million or above that from primary school. We talked about that guy. But now, because these papers are going away, they need to print them back, but in digital form.
Yeah.
In digital form, it's a different story. You know why? It's because then you need numbers. People need to subscribe, they need to be part of it, they need to follow and so much, so that when you put the paper out, then everyone must get that. If you've got 1,000, so that means 1,000 people in Rustenburg will get a notification that we've got the story. You've got the story, you read the news, you read that newspaper. So we are finding it hard for people to transition from that paper to a digital paper.
You know what's the problem? It's not that it's difficult. With subscription, you have no choice. But it's a monthly thing. With me buying Herald, I can buy it this week. Next week I decide I don't want to buy. It allows me to work on my budget. But with subscription, come month end, buy I don't.
Yeah, like buy Tatela Bonisha.
Buy I don't. Though even this week I didn't read their paper, I skipped, and the next week I skipped again. Let's say in a month I skipped 2. I never read the paper actually, and then I read it only twice. If it was a physical touch, I would have paid how much? 10 rand. Because it's £5. Remember, because it's been released every Thursday, so it means I would have to pay 10 rand and save 10 rand. But if now it's a digital one, it means I will pay 40 rand, and then whether I've read or I did not,
it will be there.
It will just be.
But then I don't know. Maybe it's my own thinking. For those who read newspapers, I don't think you guys have maybe grown to read newspapers. I don't know if you've done.
We read news, man. We don't.
Yeah, but I don't think a lot.
We put what? We don't read everything that is there.
Exactly, but we've got people who are reading newspapers, but who can tell you everything that happens now and what will happen in the next week. Next week we are having all this petrol prices. They will tell you. You understand? Because they read them from the paper. But not for my experience. I've seen. Not old people, but I'm thinking people above 40 who are, they love papers. They, every time when you see them with their Brentwood, their shoes bright and everything is clean.
Reading newspapers.
They take newspapers, they want to read. You see them at home, they've got this page, like they flip them, you see they are reading.
We are different.
But
they are reading newspapers.
You might
we are
see
reading
them,
soft copy, my friend.
You know why
Some they are just avoiding
for soccer. What?
Yeah, some they are avoiding.
Yeah, because
is there not a newspaper?
No, it also has a newspaper, Laduma. It's called Laduma. Yes.
Yeah.
They're still printing. Laduma is still printing now. But they've got digital newspaper as well. So they're trying to, when you want to move away, you don't just move away that way because it's business. You must remember, you must be wise. So they're printing at the same time, they're writing on digital. So I'm bringing this up because we've got a lot of people who are old who are reading newspapers, who love reading newspapers. Now, when it comes to social media platforms, do they platforms? Do they know about?
Can I ask a question?
Yes, do.
Are they reading or are they avoiding to have a conversation with other people?
But I'm thinking they're reading. Not
It's money for the newspaper.
Yeah.
Because like I think the major thing with them still printing out right now is because as you print newspapers, is it every day or every week?
It depends the newspapers. They're not the same.
So like or like and then there's a
newspaper.
Sunday World. What is that? Sunday what today?
There's another one that's City something.
City Press.
City Press.
City Press.
Yeah.
Then there's Sunday World, and then there's
Sowetan. Is it? Do you still have Sowetan? Yeah, we do have, yes.
And then there's Sunday
Daily Sun is daily, right?
Sun and Sunday Sun.
Do they still print Daily Sun? They do, ne?
Platinum
Platinum Weekly.
Platinum
Yes, it's still there.
It's a free newspaper, most.
Yeah, it's a free newspaper. And then we've got what Naledi. It's in Rustenburg also. Naledi newspaper. They've got the office in Rustenburg. Nah, I'm telling you now, they've got the newspaper.
As for me, I don't think this thing that the physical touch, that the soft copy problem in
you know what the physical touch is, ne? It's because like or like reprint the newspaper, ne?
Yeah.
Every week, bi-week, like weekly, ne? So it's like 4 newspapers every week. So 4 issues again. So here deliver 10 shops, fine, and then you have your Abdul who buys 10 and then 10. That's 100 newspapers. So when your advertisers want to advertise, you are definitely sure you're gonna get at least 100 eyes on that newspaper. So I give you a rate. Okay, since now we have 100 people reading our newspapers every week. We charge you this much. But as compared to a digital copy, a digital copy, when you release it, you don't know exactly how much
you're reaching.
Your reach is gonna be, because like every week we deliver 100 newspapers.
But do you think there's a future for them?
No, I'm saying that's the benefit for them.
Do you think there's a future for them? Do you think there's a future for them? As you look at like where we are going, do you think there's a future for them?
No, when was the last time did you buy a newspaper? I don't think anyone in this room right now has bought a newspaper I think the last time in Nagaraga newspaper, the very, very last time. Okay, it was last year. Because Negawata is special.
Dijo?
Yeah.
No, but it's true. Rustenburg Herald is why people love it so much in Rustenburg.
Yeah,
it's not like it's not for news.
I think
it's not for news.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's not for news.
Marketing for company marketing and all that.
I can even almost when you've got those people who are making it, in life in Rustenburg. You've got your weddings, you've got your graduations. You find your picture there. And then even if you were to be here and somebody say I'm from Herald, and they come and take a picture for us, like and then this is Life and Stories Network. So we see if it's gonna be out on Herald, we want to take the picture like a physical paper. So we take it and say, guys, we are out there. Please check us on Herald. So maybe some of the things, because they do happen around our area.
Hey, yeah, guys wanna be a front cover. Yeah, I think it's ours.
It's
but
nice.
That's for fun, like, because I've seen like the story nowadays. You see, like you find that books they are converted into stories. You can listen to that.
Yeah,
like,
audio
without you reading to it. Like they are not that we are going, my guy. We don't want to fight over something.
But it's
I'm telling
it's
you because
tough.
they're gonna listen to audios only.
Yeah.
They're gonna listen to audios. I get to plan
It's tough. I mean, in radio, when last time I heard the radio.
Or maybe probably the people they will listen, then you explain. Listening and explaining.
That audio book is a convenience thing, man. It's a convenience thing for people that don't want to read. I'm not gonna say.
And I think it's a community that
yeah.
Yeah, it's over disadvantage but as I think it's over advantage because the only thing now the problem is that also they're not gonna happen.
I don't know what are they doing. no, like what's happening over? Because like you know when you're blind braille, right? So what's it mean? Because you have to hear for me to tell you what this is an A. This is A for
I think that's
apple.
why they are using phone.
Sign language.
No,
but now-
but very study sign language.
Yeah, but-
it's difficult. No?
Hey!
It's
So now
difficult.
because of by them probably then Harna what you call Harna di, but I think still by not all like design because there's no other way they can be fitted.
But I want to ask you this question, guys, in terms of newspapers. Yeah. Do you think or how that the audio it would be the same as compared to taking a paper where bala ka matsogo than listen to it? Because re na le bothata ba so sena se bitsa go te ke literacy mo rona ma South Africa, and it's not even South Africa only, right?
I think the audio part, yeah, the newspaper has already far been around.
Yeah,
The
but
news.
I know yours, but I'm saying because we've got that type of a problem where we're saying people can't read, can't write. We've got that. It's there in numbers. A lot of people who cannot write, who cannot even read. You understand? So don't you think papers, like physically, they would maybe help in a sense to know the pronunciations, to see how it's been written?
My friend, you are already far. We can't go back.
I remember even in school,
We can go
like
back. We are
for
far.
extracurricular reading, they would tell
Yeah.
you take your old newspapers and read them
Yeah.
to practice reading.
I was told we type
Yeah.
you know not
I'm reluctant to doing the AI stuff. Wait. Yeah.
But it's going there again because you're still using it now.
You have cast that they have AI.
You look at your metabase. What's that? Facebook Meta.
Yeah.
What's it's doing that? So like,
WhatsApp is
whether you
doing
like
that.
it, whether you like it, you don't like it, they
It's
put
the
it
one
there.
that we are being forced to now.
Yeah.
We are doing there.
A fourth industrial revolution. So that what's next? Fifth industrial revolution. Wow.
I've only heard of the fourth. I've never heard of the third, the first, and the second.
But this guy was also our cross train actually. He started to struggle go patela the I think the
Suppliers.
from the time he associated COVID actually. And then he did from that thing associated yeah COVID actually.
Kind of you had workers, you had to pay them. How let that,
But
but
yes, go to his.
the government must intervene and everything. But
They
it's
intervene,
but it's a
no.
private. No, I don't know. But it's a private company, right?
We're not we don't something.
On that day.
Ka se le ka ba rekeng ka COVID.
COVID.
Yeah.
You must remember COVID. I was also doing radio, so
How
I was not. No, I was not affected. Radio was running.
Oh, the very essential worker.
Yeah, we so essential workers. We never experienced it. We've been to hospitals. We've been to clinics. We've been to the place where we are not supposed to be.
So no actual the compensation ya se le ba rekeng.
Essential work.
Yeah, essential work. Le go
No, that's a different story.
Yeah.
It's a different story when it comes to ours. So yeah, for another day. But we had access to everything by then because when you are doing media and everything, so you had cards and everything. You just present the card and then you just no. But I think next time we'll have to talk about that period where people experience hardships in life when it comes to COVID. Because COVID, I'm telling you, it has taken lives. Not taken lives as in people being buried. No, people are still alive, but it has taken their lives.
Yeah.
Believe me. Even the companies you see now, you see the knock now. But this thing of drip and the Christ and the Ellis, it has been there for a very long time. Yeah. Yeah.
COVID. Companies buy salary COVID because of COVID. What it did, it crippled many companies.
Yeah, many companies
people.
are true.
Marriages, my friend, a lot of things have gone south because of
But
that.
we'll talk about them. I don't think,
Imagine, Joe, but now, but imagine, like, why couldn't they warn the workers that, hey, guys, we were gonna go through liquidation, guys, make a plan, so that you give them heads up,
You don't do that.
They don't do that. Why?
Why you want?
Why you keep it secret?
And on that note,
Can I know you're
giving
scared?
you a heads up. This has been an awesome filled episode. My guy, from 116 minutes. Oh, no, this is like 12 minutes.
Yeah, I feel like 12 minutes. What's wrong?
3 hours. 116 minutes.
So get 3 hours.
161 actually.
161 or 160?
161.
Wow.
Yo, life and stories network. This is nice. You see what's happening here?
Yeah, we have to talk about these things, my friend.
Yeah, but not for 3 hours more.
but
And
yeah.
I touch a lot. We still have issues studying fires.
And we'll talk about fires because we talked about fire and then it was like it was a joke, but it's not a joke anymore.
Yeah, it's not a joke anymore.
It's like a Bluetooth or something. Some are connecting.
Yeah, I mean what they are connected. But either way, like Mawara said, hey guys, hey, it has been lovely, like to have you guys. It has been me, Pastor A, the beloved one, Wise Man Kasebele, Nagara Tanki, Paya Tango. See you on the next one.
And it has been Mawara. See you on the next episode.
Unga Kota was social, so Rastola, MJP will grease us with them.
Thank you very much for Life and Stories Network. You know, for the viewers at home, I think this has been a very, fruitful episode as usual. But I think for everyone who's watching this, you will see that South Africa, in terms of economy, it's bad.
Yeah.
So it's time for you to stand up. You are a young person, you are old, or you are middle, I don't know. But consider yourself being a South African who have to stand up and do something about it, because maybe it might not be something that you see now, but it's coming. You can see that it's going to be hard. You look at your politics also, it's just something else. You look at the GNU, we are expecting so much, but it's not happening. But otherwise, thank you very much for those who've been watching this episode, Life and Stories Network. Thank you very much. Mulwanta John or Pelo and MJP, better known. So please make sure that you engage on our social media platforms. So also on YouTube, you've got our full videos there. So please go and subscribe. And then we are supposed to be having more than what we have now, because I know you guys love what you see, and then I'm just hoping that you will share this. Please make sure that you go to your X, you go to your Facebook, because you've got those clips there. TikTok is also available. We've got those clips there, how we do things here, because we shoot everything here. So everything that goes behind, we also post there. So thank you very much for those who have been watching. And I know you'll keep on sharing this, because we really need that. Keep on sharing this, because we're really working hard to make sure that you guys bring your stories here. So for the guests and everything, we are thankful. We are appreciative of everything. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Until next episode.
Bye.